What up, everybody? It's the Well-Spoken Token coming at you again with another episode. Ladies and gentlemen, you know I love you. You know it's fantastic to be here. I'm so happy that you clicked on the link today. I'm praying for all you motherfuckers. If you believe in that, I'm sending metachlorians all your way as you travel and move along the highways and byways, all that good shit. Oh, you know I've got my brother here, bro. Say what up to the people.
It's been a while since you let the metachlorians though.
Yeah, man. You know, people don't always believe in God, so you got to give them whatever they want. You know,
I genuinely don't think that you know enough about Star Wars to be talking about that.
I know a lot about Star Wars, nigga. Don't you fucking challenge my Star Wars knowledge, nigga. I'm like old canon type shit. Like, I know about the new canon, old canon. Get off my ass. Either way, I'm sorry. You making the guest way. We got a beautiful, fantastic, incredible guest today. We got Jordy Joestar in the building. Mr. Jordy, please say what up to the folks.
What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing tonight? I hope everyone's having, Wednesday? Hope everyone's having an amazing Wednesday.
Fantastic.
Yes, sir.
What's beautiful about that is the podcast comes out on Wednesday, so
nice.
We're good.
Right there. And on top of that, like, he just smoothed in there, knew how to take a compliment and just kept it rolling. Very professional. Some people are not ready to take the compliments. They're like, oh my God, you said intros. I never get introed. I've never won an award. I've never done shit in my life. So, oh my God. Excuse me. I like everybody that I've introed in the previous. I know y'all are all incredible people, but you know, y'all all gonna get these jokes. You know? So we've got Jordy Joestar in the building. And some people might be like, yo, I know exactly who the fuck that is. I catch my nigga on TikTok on a regular motherfucking basis. If you don't know who this individual is, Jordy, why don't you give him a quick little spiel, a little spiel.
Little spiel. Yeah, I got you a little bit. So yeah, I'm on TikTok. I started like a year or two ago. I don't know. It feels like a year, but I did like some little bit, like, you know, you ever do a backlog and you look at like your stuff, you're like, oh, where? Like, that was happening? I think I started like 2 years ago. I talk about a lot of things, even though it does come across as like I'm nicheless. I can personally say most of my content is opinions, but I do love doing like skits. Like, that was the first thing I always wanted to do. Like a little bit of skits here. I try to go with political topics, whatever's happening on TikTok. I'm just everywhere. Like, honestly, nothing's out of grasp.
We got No Niche King in the building, man. No Niche King. That's
No Niche Kings out here. Fuck a niche. We're not doing niches.
Okay, my name. Fuck Jordy Joestar. No Niche King. Let's get it.
No Niche King. Having a JoJo reference in your name is pretty goddamn nice. It's hard to pass. It's hard to pass on that.
What's crazy is you don't watch JoJo.
I knew you were gonna say that shit. I don't watch JoJo.
I think that JoJo is actually, and I hate saying this, but I think it's actually peak fiction. Like,
it is. Listen, I don't want to go on my rant, but it is. It doesn't have like a limit to it.
No,
you know? And it's
none.
For lack of a better way of saying it, it's bizarre.
And it's exactly what the namesake is. It's bizarre.
I'm reading. What is it called?
JoJolion?
No, I finished that one.
Okay.
I finished that one, but I'm reading. What is it called? Still Ball Run, and that it kind of slows down a bit.
Right. Well, they say that Steel Ball Run is the best.
Now, hold on. Steel Ball Run. Let me get in here real. Let me jump in. Is that the one with the nigga in the wheelchair?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I don't watch JoJo because we live in a world where we don't care about spoilers, right? So I've got a brother here that's gonna go ahead and give me the cliff notes.
I do that.
Just about all this shit.
Fuck a spoiler. A spoiler should not limit my enjoyment of anything.
Exactly. And I might just go back and watch it. I've watched some of it, but yes, continue. I didn't mean, but yeah, I was making sure.
No, you good.
Yeah, it's the motherfucking wheelchair nigga.
Yeah, it's a wheelchair. They call him like the most anti-hero JoJo.
Yes.
I don't know why, but because I think that's still Giorno, but
right. Yeah, it is kind of Giorno, but Giorno was fucking calculated, right? Johnny is like a regular ass nigga who was like, I really need to walk, and I'll go wherever I need to fucking go to walk.
Yeah. You're right about that.
I'll do whatever it takes to get. It's what? Spin.
Yeah, because there's just a spin.
Right.
Oh wait, hold on.
My nails.
That shit's fantastic. The references are on point. It's peak fucking you like you said, it's peak fiction, man. Because like even on the outskirts of this fucking fandom, I'm just like, damn, I can't help but appreciate that. Niggas in a wheelchair, the shit's called spin. This is just too good. Like Beyblade missed on that. I'm like, y'all couldn't even get that right. Like that's free. Y'all niggas, the whole concept is spinning, niggas.
Shout out to Beyblade
I was gonna say shout out to Beyblade
for helping us get one of our most well received videos.
Yes, actually, that's incredible. We've done that video twice. Once like random on like social media, and then it was like, oh yeah, TikTok exists. Throw that bitch up there, and it did like, oh yeah, this is
lo and behold, there they go. And that's
the whole nostalgia is everything.
Right. That's the weird thing about TikTok, because it's just like, and you could probably speak more to this than anybody, but like in our experience, TikTok has always worked better when we were like trying to be like amplify. We would try to amplify like old properties. And I guess that's the easiest way to get people in your age group to be like, oh, yeah, fuck yeah, I love Beyblade and Beat 'em On and fucking Yu-Gi-Oh, man.
Oh you remember that? I have a challenge for that. I have a challenge for that because I thought that the D&D on TikTok would blow up because it was Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's such a great idea. Yeah. And especially since the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh! Died a while ago, I'm like, people go, oh, nostalgia. Now, I'm happy with the numbers because for me, it's almost like at 30 likes.
Right. I won.
Yeah, I did. But I really was expecting that one to blow up. And it's such a weird thing because sometimes I feel it. I'm like,
right. This is the one.
This is gonna be the one. But like sometimes you feel it and just
what's crazy is I did not think about the calculation behind the post. I was just like, oh shit, Yu-Gi-Oh! D&D, that's fantastic. But then I was like, oh yeah, homeboy died.
Yeah. I mean, mind you, Yu-Gi-Oh! D&D, I thought it dog whistled the shit out of me. Like I was like, oh, this is great. And I definitely think that the numbers that you did were the concrete, like, oh shit, like the people that you wanted to see it saw it, right? Exactly, that was one thing that we kind of getting used to as far as TikTok goes, is just like, all right, you're really looking for your demographic in the first place. Like, sure, if the algorithm picks it up and fucking chucks it out there, decides to bless people with it, then like that's fantastic. But till then, like, ride or die 300.
Exactly. You gotta take you gotta have your own goals. Like, I understand that a lot of people have their own goals and they're like, I gotta hit like at least 800K or something like that. And I get it. But like, you ain't gonna be sleeping well if you do that. Like, you are not gonna be sleeping well.
I don't know.
So, yeah.
That's the weird thing about getting like a video that does really well, or like anything on social media that does really well, bro. You don't sleep. You don't fucking sleep when you get all those fucking notifications.
Yeah,
like, yeah, right. Joe Blow dick sucker fucking followed you. Like, oh, thanks, Joe Blow.
Yeah. Oh my god, the amount of times when I went like super viral, I got like 2 videos that had like 3 million. No, that hit million. And the amount of followers just I'm like, all right, I get it.
All right, got you. I'm popping. They love me.
Exactly.
Leave me alone.
But what's wild is that 2 things, right? The first thing, what kind of like robbed me of my disillusionment with like Twitter and shit like that was just, I don't even know if that's the proper way to say that shit, but either way,
I understood it.
Is that nigga next door? Like, I live in a podunk ass like apartment complex, just I'm cheap. Like, that's just what it is. And so like, there's a nigga like 2 doors down, right? Just old white dude, and he's got like 4.8 million views on a video. And I was like, wait, he just walked up on me. I was like, now I don't want to plug him, so I'm not gonna give out the channel. But I mean, I can verify. We can throw it in there. But either way, he's just some random 60-year-old nigga that was making some pizza. He made a fucking pizza. He worked at a small.
But that's a TikTok cocktail. TikTok loves like, what is this? An innocuous task?
Yo, it's so bizarre. Like my first video that went like hit. I think I'm at 3.5. It's at 3.5 mil. Literally, this was like when I was in my prime. I was hungry. I believed in TikTok. Yeah. But I was like laying in my bed. It was getting a tropic storm. And I was like, oh, yo, this is the best time to play video games because it's cold as fuck. You got like your little blanket. You just hide. It's lit.
Right. I'm enjoying my life.
Exactly.
I truly want to be alive.
So with my little bit of like dark humor, I was like, oh yeah, it would be funny to do this with like the Death Note theme. I didn't even find the right one, but apparently it worked. But it would work if I did with a Death Note theme and just me staring outside a window. And the tab was when a tropic storm introverts when a tropic storm that could kill someone like occurs.
Right.
And I thought everyone was gonna take it like, haha, introvert, I get it, haha.
Right.
People start calling me a psychopath. I was like,
what the fuck?
I was so like befuddled. I was just like looking at my phone, like, but I said, I just love video games. Like, I don't understand. Like, oh, you don't care about the human life? Whoa, I didn't say that. Like,
no, nobody said that shit. No, my girlfriend has this joke where like you say something like really, really fucked up and like nobody fucking laughs at it. It's like, come on, guys, I thought we were friends here. What happened? Come on, man. Like, come on. Every storm is gonna kill somebody. Every single one. Let's laugh.
This is what it's for. Comedy, tragedy, hand in hand.
Like, right. That's the problem with you, mother.
It's the hyperbole. I didn't really need it.
That's the problem with the motherfuckers. You don't know how to take a joke anymore.
It's like rain on your wedding day, man. Sunshine.
I half-ass expected me to like walk because I got like a Dominican restaurant, cheap food and amazing.
Right.
And I expected to walk there and somebody just comes up and be like, so you think that was funny, huh? And just like stabbing me. I'm like, wait, no. It's just TikTok.
It's not real.
Crazy.
And that's what's crazy about TikTok, because TikTok is simultaneously not real and very real at the fucking same fucking time.
At the same time.
Because like people you might occasionally get somebody to be like, I remember you, but that's because TikTok does location-based fucking algorithm shit. But you know,
now and then you catch them like that.
Thank you for that. But yeah, that was that like your claim to fame, or was it like another video that you're like, okay, that's the one that blew me?
That's the one. Like,
so that's weird because that one did blow me up. It like that one was the reason why I got to 10K, I believe. It went from 5,000. I think it was 5,000 or 8. No, it was like 5,000 to fucking 10,000, and I was like. We did it. We're gonna get paid. You know, it's like a PT movie. And it just goes gray, and it's like this nigga didn't get paid. You know, he's a clown. But
he never got paid.
He never got paid. He's a fucking clown to white people now. It's amazing.
Right. But it's a minstrel show. Has anybody called you a minstrel yet?
No.
Thank God. No symbols. No nothing.
I listen. I protected black people too many times. They can't get me. I got the premium black card, baby. You can't get me. Go ahead,
that might be first on podcast snort in a while. They can't get me. I was like,
I got the receipts.
I'm confirmed black. Don't do that. I'm confirmed.
Hey, bro, when you edit this, man, throw the race in that bitch. Like, I'll take K on that one.
Yeah, right. Shout out to him.
Shout out to take K.
No, he deserves to rot in jail. But
all 90 of them years, young nigga. Hey,
yeah, right. Well, he got.
I live in Texas. Stop talking.
Well, he got the Texas fuck you. The Texas fuck you is if you get 5 to 99 years, and the judge is like,
Texas fuck
you got 5 to 99. It's like, wow, that is a terrible.
I can already feel the fear if somebody woke up and says, "Hey, you the well-spoken token?" I'm like, oh,
son of a
bitch. Have you listened to the podcast?
I'm fan,
Just do me a favor. Don't shoot me anywhere fatal.
Right.
You can punch me, but just don't kill me, bro.
Yeah, dog, if you don't shoot me in the arm. Shoot me in the.
But the video that got me up there. It was. You guys are right. Like you don't see it coming. You really don't. Like you just be chilling.
Come out of nowhere.
And then like I'm sitting there like I was at the Doom. I'm like, oh, I love playing Doom. It's like, I'm like, oh, cool. Give me 500. Like, shit, chill. So
chill, phone.
It was during. I think it was the capitalist riots, and there was a white dude. Yeah, and there was a white dude that was like, what did he say? Oh, they're tearing up the whole building. They're tearing up the streets. And this black woman was like, yeah, they're destroying the city too. And he said, if this was Black Lives Matter, all the cops would be down there quickly. But they let these fucking crackers, and I was like, "Whoa, shit!" And I'm like, and I feel like if you know TikTokers, everyone's earlier stuff, it's like you're basically just a template of TikTok. So what I did was just like, because I like to be different, nicheless, you know. So I took the audio because I'm like, nobody's using this audio yet, and this is fucking hilarious. Right. I went on CapCut. I filmed myself drinking coffee, and when he said crackers, I spit my coffee out. And then white people was like, I love that.
Oh wow, an avatar for my anti-racism.
Thank you.
There are moments where I get in my hotel bag and I'm like, man, the well-spoken token is ironic. I'm not out here shucking and jiving for these motherfucking hunkies. I swear to God. And then I roll over in bed and I look over at my beautiful white fiance. And I'm like, never mind.
I'm a piece of shit.
Never mind at all.
This nigga. Never mind. I want you to every time you feel that little bit of black pill, I want you to just have me in your head like, you ain't shit.
I can't believe it.
Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. Don't get me wrong. He looks at the grocery store. Oh, like, you know how it is. But it's beautiful now because, you know, my mom and my stepdad, you know, they walk so me and my girl can run. Like, it's all great.
Oh, is your stepdad also?
White as fuck. White as fuck.
No, our stepdad is so white that he introduced me to the Doors. That's how white this man is.
Me to the Beatles, him to the Doors. I'm a guitarist now. I'm the guitarist now.
I was sitting with this nigga and I was like, damn, this nigga Bob Dylan really is the best song.
No, you're not. Transcendentalism is fucking lit.
Like, damn, we love you.
We love you, dog.
Right. You made all of my sixth grade fucking difficult.
You showed up a fairly old white man and you married a black woman with 3 niggas, like 3 young niggas that love to say niggas.
And what's crazy is we're like actual niggas, so it's like
no, it was not like it was like I'm the well-spoken token. It's just proximity. It was just happened to be a lot of white kids, and I love white shit.
Well, I mean, so that's the spectrum. That's the spectrum of blackness, right? So like I've never once was like, damn, I wish I wasn't black. Cause like in my brain, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just a nigga, bro. That's how it goes. I like Negro stuff. Like I unironically like Tyler Perry films.
Unironically?
Some of them very ironic.
Some of them. Hold on. Taraji P. Henson and which one is it? God damn.
That is Little Girls?
No.
That's a good one.
That Little Girl is good.
That's a feel good film. How can I hate that?
Santino. And
fucking the one with the gardener. That's all.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
that's all. Fucking that's wild. Damn, the one where she was like a.
I'm so glad that we can edit this shit in this.
Yeah, no. Look at it, because I know which one you're talking about. It's the one we watched with.
It's the one we took our beautiful wife road.
Our mom was the type of person to like take the white.
I can do that all by myself.
That was.
That's a good one.
Like freaking it was Erykah Badu. No, it wasn't Erykah Badu. It was the other one. Mary J. Blige had that fucking open. Yes, fantastic song.
And it was just like, you know, I think he's terrible for the grand community, but I also think on a macro level, you're not bad. You're not a bad guy.
Can we talk about the studio in Atlanta?
Good. No.
Yeah. I mean,
he's doing great things, but I think that he's not. So the artist in me is like, you're a piece of shit. I fucking hate you. but the nigga in me is all
like, we got the bag, baby. Got the bag, baby.
I fucking hate your movies, but good job, bro.
Good job, man. You're making us look great.
Yeah.
We're making more black art. We've got fucking movie studios named after some of the greatest black actors of all time.
You're employing more people than ever. You know what I mean?
But
your movies are objectively bad.
But you like Quentin Tarantino, and I like Quentin Tarantino. But
I like Quentin Tarantino? Let's really unpack.
Unfortunately,
does anybody really like him? So, Pulp Fiction, fantastic movie.
Yeah, maybe we don't like him. Maybe we like his art.
Oh yeah. Hold on now. You mean the white man that wrote himself as he can say the N-word? Yeah, no, I don't like that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
of course not.
Django as a black superhero?
Ooh,
not bad.
Oh my god, I need 100 black coffins like ripped through my fucking speakers on a regular.
100 black
coffins. Rick Ross did.
Yes, 100 black man. Nigga.
Is Django really a blaxploitation film? Like not blaxploitation, but is it really a pro black film?
But I mean, it had the thing is, it had a pro black like aftermath. So honestly, I'm not mad.
So it's like Black Panther.
But at the same time, I'm like, look. If you can commission Rick Ross to kill that 100 black coffins, right? If you can get Jamie for what?
Fantastic song. I will never say the 100 black coffins is not a good song.
That sounds amazing. You just reminded me. I gotta go get that shit again.
Yeah, no,
I'm gonna put that shit on my Spotify immediately.
Nigga,
that shit was
so
amazing.
Good. You got a Frank Ocean feature when he was hiding. That's fantastic.
But is that Jamie Foxx and Samuel L. Jackson, right? Or is that the fact that, because I'm like, I'm sorry, but they're consistently employing Samuel L. Jackson, so it's very difficult to say that
cool. Samuel L. Jackson is one nigga, and once again, I think he's
hold on. Let me hit you. I'm gonna hit you with my Avatar shit,
please.
Okay.
Could have never gave this nigga a chance.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. One nigga.
This one nigga. He is, and he. What was the one? He was the extraordinary nigga, and I'm like,
yes.
Oh god.
That is.
But then you got to remember that Quentin Tarantino wrote that down.
Yeah,
and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, whatever. I like the movie, but I'm also just like, what after Django was really good? Hateful Eight, not that great.
Hateful Eight was ass, bro.
Yeah, Hateful Eight was some shit.
It was. I really wish. I don't care. I don't give two shits about this weird Western vibe you had going on. I'm talking about like Civil War Western vibe, not like who's the antagonist, who's the protagonist. Are all of the antagonists?
They're all antagonists.
I wanted to talk. I wanted to go back on the black exploitation because I had a conversation or I made a video. They do that well, but I made a video about this.
It's always the one you like that doesn't do well.
It makes me mad. I'm like, hey guys, I have a literature degree and I just want to talk about something. Like, shut up.
Right.
Shut the fuck up.
Make
us laugh, black man. Make us laugh. I'm like, okay.
Tell us more. Make us angry, black man.
Make us angry. Make us feel bad about our white privilege. Like,
yes, I am a piece of shit.
But I wanted to talk about this because as somebody that really enjoys like just crafting a story, it's like we had this conversation where they're like, why does every single movie with a black person in it has to be like political? It has to have like black pain in it. And then I thought about it and I'm like, I don't think we can ever truly have something like that. Because it's like you can't have black people do what white people can do on set. Like if I had a white person eat fried chicken, everyone's like, cool. That looks like Southern fried chicken. If I have my boy Jamal come here after fighting a dragon, falling from space, and he eats fried chicken,
like, which he deserves, by the way. He deserves
absolutely.
He deserves to eat whatever he wants.
Whatever he wanted to eat.
It's a KFC piece just sitting there from after saving like a white princess.
Right.
And he can't eat it because he's black or camera.
Well, and that's I was explaining that to somebody at work today. Ironically, so I was explaining that to somebody at work today. When you're black, you are an avatar for a grander idea at all times. No matter what the fuck you do, you are
blackness.
You are a representative of something you never signed up
for. All times.
You know?
Did you ever? I sound so conceited, but did you ever see my TikTok where? Did you see my TikTok?
Did you see my TikTok?
It has a 20K view. If you see my TikTok, there was this one time I used to work for a translating company, and I'm like part Haitian, but like I didn't like delve into it. But my aunt grew up listening to reggae all the time, and when people say, "Hey, do you speak?" Do you
speak Creole?
Are you a patois?
Yeah, it's patois. They said, "Hey, do you speak that?" To me, it's just speaking black. So at this job, they was like, all right, so we're man. But like, what's we need someone that speaks patois.
I did see this TikTok.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Please run it.
It's so fantastic because it was like, so because I'm in the Navy and shit, there's like a fuck ton of islanders, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I love island niggas. Island niggas make me happy as hell. But they speak patois or whatever, right? And like, Jamaican patois is not the same as Guyanese patois. The whole time, there's differences. Yeah. But if you're a nigga, you can actually understand a lot of.
Like, are you sure that this is a different language? I was like, or you guys just really?
You guys really not understanding? That was when, like, you guys remember the old like I can't understand what the fuck these rappers are saying situation.
Right, and I never
notice
felt that.
Notice how that has died down exceptionally as like hip hop has made it into the mainstream. Like, I mean, there are still people that say they can't understand it, but the majority of motherfuckers know what the shit niggas are saying now. And I'm like, so you realize this isn't Ebonics? We're not speaking some random other language.
This is the English we've always.
This is just how we all sit and talk.
I want to cut it and make fun of white people that make fun of Ebonics.
They still do that?
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
like, you're not doing anything to say that you're like the most uncoolest person ever.
Yeah, right.
Ebonics is just slang.
Yeah,
so
right.
You're like, I have no idea what you're talking about. So you're the book reader at the party.
Right.
Okay.
Hey, what's the, I'm just going to be in the corner. I'm going to be in not even a quiet room. You're not going to a room where you can focus. You're going to a room where you can be seen.
With this shrink rap pop music.
Right. And that's what's so crazy about like, because like, what the fuck was it? I can't remember. Like language in like African American vernacular or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not complicated to me, so like I'll never understand not understanding it, right?
Absolutely. And what's funny is that as Drake has pushed more and more of this shit, like the Canadian patois, shit like that.
Right. It's Canadian patois.
I mean,
right.
You're
right. You're right.
Because they go to Canada.
You're right. I was like, but you're not.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Oops, my bad. I forgot. Niggas got sold and moved everywhere.
Transatlantic slave trade.
We was the hottest product on the globe for a very long time. Like we was imported everywhere.
I got these niggas, man.
They got these niggas on the low, man.
Actually, we were
in the hole, bro.
Turn your tobacco farm upside down. I'm telling you,
these niggas work and they jump out the gym on your ass, like.
But that's what's crazy because it's just like there's always gonna be overlap or whatever, right? Because even like Jamaican patois or whatever, which I don't even put that they speak their own fucking language. It's like it's all just English, but it's like English from people who don't give a fuck about English.
Yeah, and I respect it. I fucking respect it.
And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Fuck English.
But like at the end, they was like, hey, can you read patois? And I was like, I don't think so. And then I just started reading it. And I'm like, and I was the only black guy. No, the second black guy. So I'm like, how do I tell them I can understand it?
Right.
How do I do this?
Do I tell them that I know what this is? Or do I just like,
I broke it down for them too. One of them, I'm not going to say in the podcast, but it's a word that Jamaicans use a lot. And that was one of them. I was like, oh yeah. Is it I was like, oh yeah.
Is it body?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. It's okay. Don't dox yourself. I got you.
I was like, this guy is threatening this other dude because he thinks he has blackmail on him.
Right.
He's gay.
Right.
And I was like, it was the most.
Yeah, right.
Demonizing. It was so demoralizing as a black guy.
No, I get you. No,
he's got blackmail on him. He called him a Bati boy. Bati does not mean batty as in crazy. It means Bati as in
yeah.
That's actually a really bad word.
Right.
No, it's
apparently.
Cool. Oh, man.
Nah, and they'll clip this. They'll clip right there. And this whole thing is like, got him right there.
Right. So you're okay with blackmail?
This person's the demon.
And there's. I don't know how they got out. I hate homophobia. I hate it. I hate it. Right.
Damn, don't you sound fantastic? I hate homophobia.
I can't stand when people can't stand.
Like it.
But I hate homophobia. It pisses me off, like literally from the bottom of my heart. Right. But there are certain like ethnic groups where I'm like, that's just them. That you just have to
nobody is. Don't go to Jamaica Trying to fucking tell them how they need to fucking.
No,
if I see those two words together, I think my time on Earth is done. And the only thing it needs is like a professor, like a white professor's face next to it.
Right.
Like, oh no, now they're getting involved.
a fucking middle-aged white professor with like glasses and a brown suit on, writing on the chalkboard, Bati.
Real Doc Brown ass nigga.
You ever see like these tweets where they're like talking about like black culture and it's said by like some like French freaking professor, and I'm like, what is happening here? Like, this is the weirdest shit I've seen in my life.
You know, and I've been saying this for a while. We live in fucking bizarro world where it's just like things that aren't things have become things.
become real substantial things that occupy huge blocks of people's times. Like I remember, and people still do it, like old heads and shit like that, niggas that are born before like in the 70s and the 80s and shit. They look at you and they're like, damn, you spend a lot of time staring at that brick. Like, damn, you spend a lot of time.
I do. My life is here.
And I'm like, I'm young enough to be like, yes, I was outside, and yes, I drank from the water hose, and yes, I was on my bike.
All that shit. Dumb shit.
But I also had the hella internet, and so yeah, I spent a lot of time staring at this brick, nigga. Like, I was in a different world than you, bro.
I was like, yo, they don't know. They don't understand. Like, yo, if you was on the internet for longer than 8 years, bro, I'm in a different world. I'm in the Matrix, motherfucker.
You don't understand. I'm jacked into shit that you never understand. You don't even understand,
nigga. I know what's happening in Russia right now.
Right.
I've seen an alien.
I saw an alien, someone get their dick cut off, and a fucking wolf give birth all in the same
same video.
And then I went to bed.
I guess what? Peacefully.
Right. My mom said, hey, time for bed, and I fucking got in that bitch and I went to school the next morning. And you know what I did over there? I told them about it.
I told everyone.
Right.
I told everyone I saw ghosts. They saw that shit.
And actually, fucking, since we're on internet culture now, fucking, and you know, we're working on that fucking video essay and shit, right? About the decentralization, about the centralization of the internet, right? About how, like, at one point in time, you had to go to a fuck ton of different places to get different shit, right? Like,
the internet start on a much vaster frontier than what I would say is now.
I think I get what you guys are
way to put it. It's like you had to make a lot of stops to get to, like, what the fuck you wanted.
Right. Like, you could start on CartoonNetwork.com, and then you get bored, and then you're like, I'm going to
Nickelodeon. I'm going to try to I'm going to dive into Android18.us. It's no longer anymore.
DisneyChannel.com seems amazing.
Yeah,
2 years later, you guys been on Newgrounds?
Yeah, right. And this is
all the niggas, a lot of good chunk of them niggas are just lurking on 4chan now. But that's the thing. We have a 4chan now. We have a Reddit. Like, we have.
I mean, we had a 4chan at that time too.
I was going to say that we had weird shit back then.
Yeah. People did not know what 4chan was, right? Somebody had to tell you about 4chan, and then you went there.
4chan scared the shit out of me as a kid.
That is a
terrible. When I learned about 4chan, I was like, there's no rules. You guys are monsters. There's no rules. Me. Like, it's like if 4chan is Detroit. Like, that's what it was.
Right.
And you can walk in, see someone get bodied, and then they're like, do you want Chinese food or not? You're like, oh my god, what am I gonna do?
Bro, hold on, wait. What are you guys? What are you guys okay? Like, I'm not okay. Are you?
And then they like, bro, it's Thursday. It's what it is.
And he had it coming,
right? You don't know what the fuck this guy was up to.
And that's the thing. That thought process, like, he had it coming. That thing, right? That used to be dark. That used to be edgy. Like, right. And that was like, people wonder why, like, our content and like everything that was coming out, right, in the sphere was so dark and weird and edgy. Like, right. Everything was borderline fucked up. And it was because
when there's no fucking rules.
When there was no rules on the internet, it was the wild fucking West. We were just saying whatever we want to. That's why hard R nigger, like nigger, they call it the gamer word, bro.
Yeah,
like,
right. Not the gamer word.
I was like, I had a white person say that to me. Yes, did you just call my slur a gamer word?
Right,
gamer word.
Oh, look at you! You think you're so cool because you use the gamer word? It's like, I don't like that.
That's racism.
Right. And it's so not. It's not that far in our past. Yeah, it's not that far.
Can you imagine if Master Chief just called me an N-word? Like, yo,
Sergeant Johnson, you're not gonna do anything about it? It's like, I gave him a pass.
I gave him a pass. It's called a gamer word now.
Right. And so like the premise of kind of the video is just like the death and nerd culture comes from the centralization of the internet, where it's just like you go to different sections of the internet to learn different things, and then you come back to real life, and then you disseminate that information to different people, and then like you guys become a community in real life. But now you don't have to be a community in real life anymore.
No, you don't,
because the community has now moved. Like,
so when will you say that started? Because I think I was there when that was becoming the norm. Because like it's so weird to me. I never made that connection. Like I have a lot of online friends. I mean, like long-time online friends, but there are some people that's like, I've never did that before in my life.
Right?
No, I don't.
That's never talked to anybody from the.
I don't. Yeah,
you do now.
I do now. Like I do now, right?
Oh, so we're not friends.
No, but there are niggas. Fuck it, we're here. Nah, like there are niggas that have done the podcast where it's like, oh yeah, we're not friends though.
Like, you just said like, okay,
yeah, we're cool, but we're not friends.
We're not friends. Like we're like collaborators. We can do that stuff, and that's fine. That's cool. Like I don't think that we don't all have. You don't have
to be anymore.
No,
but once upon a time, it was like you were online and you were telling niggas like fucked up crazy shit that was happening in your household.
Hey, look, dog.
So my dog died again.
Right. Like, damn, bro, I thought you just did it. It's like, yeah, I blame myself. It's like, nah, bro, it's not your fault.
Not your fault,
damn,
bro.
This piece of shit racist motherfucker really not that bad. he helping me through my crazy shit.
Tristan Johnson on is a comedian, I think. Like Tristan Johnson, what the fuck is his name? He's like about how he catfished the KKK.
The black dude. That's Josh Johnson.
Josh Johnson. Either way, it's one of the Johnsons. But nigga has a whole thing about like catfishing the KKK and about the fact that like he would get on Craigslist and he would find like racist ads for the KKK and shit.
How was I just there?
I'm gonna just fucking jump on there and I'm gonna reply and I'm gonna have a whole conversation. And like it ended up being like, oh, him and like the racist dude would just get through it. Like they would talk and hang out and shit. They were kind of cool. And
that's how online friends fucking worked, man. You just fucking started talking to people as we're homies now.
1999 like feel good movie.
Right.
How do I tell them that I'm actually black? Like,
you got mail for like
that's why it's worth stand up right there. It's just like it's too easily riffable. There's so much going on. It's so elder millennial. It's fucking ridiculous.
Right.
Like
I have a theory with how everything is going. I feel like we're getting closer to that. If you're like familiar with like Akira and running like cyberpunk shit.
Yeah,
I feel like we're getting
the
more
sci-fi, but it's fucked up.
Yeah, I love that shit. Like I feel like we're getting what we just like even the most normal people are becoming like nerds or like familiar with like tech shit. Like shit that was like, yeah, I know how to do that. Like some fucking white mom was like, oh, I too know how to do that.
Right.
And now that I'm thinking about like as you were like talking about, I was like, yo, I think the next step is that everyone's just gonna move to the dark web.
Yeah,
like, we're just gonna go to the dark web.
I had that same thought because it's like there's only one place to go from here.
Exactly. We've already desensitized the company, like desensitized the populace to most of this. And I mean, you guys remember Dope, the fucking Dope movie?
I love that movie.
The one that exposed everybody.
Fantastic movie. No bullshit. Fantastic movie.
It was a great
one of my favorite Lakeith Stanfield movies. Period.
Don't give him that credit. Don't give him that fucking credit. It's not a Lakeith Stanfield movie. Get the fuck out. If it's a Lakeith Stanfield movie, it's also Derek, whatever the fuck that nigga's name is. Stacy from fucking The Wood. That nigga.
From The Wood. God damn, nigga.
He's in there. He's a security guard.
I know who it is.
Tell him to ask about Stacy.
Ask about Stacy.
That nigga did 10 years.
That is a literal criminal.
They hired an actual.
You can look him up.
Right.
He's also in Snowfall. Fantastic.
Yeah, he is in Snowfall.
Yeah, but either way, Stacy from The Wood. But if you look at Dope, right, it exposed the dark web to a lot of people. Like it was super mainstream. Niggas loved it. We loved it. But like we're here. Like we're getting ever so closer to this moment where it's just like, oh no, the dark web is VPNs now, right? Which
VPNs are out the ass.
Yeah, like once upon a time, like
get them for free.
I was raw dogging Internet Explorer. I get what the fuck?
I didn't give a fuck. If my computer gets AIDS, it gets AIDS. It just is what it is.
Like, come on, bro.
We are already
right.
You're worried about motherfucking regular people viruses.
Right.
Now, I'm gonna get real fucking Matrix on you bitches. But like, it was like, yo, monkeypox is now a goddamn epidemic and shit like that. Shit just explodes. No,
monkeypox has been a thing for a while.
All sensitivity to monkeypox. Like they said it was in I don't have monkeypox. I don't know a nigga with monkeypox, but like, shout out to y'all with monkeypox. Sorry, y'all. But like,
shout out.
Like,
it is infecting particular groups. Unfucking what's the word?
Men that fuck men.
Yeah. Shout out to the homies that like homies. Fucking for whatever reason, it is infecting gay men more than like.
No, you can't say gay. You can't say gay men.
You can say dumb shit.
Gay men. No, I'm saying gay. You can totally say gay men. I'm saying gay men, right? Don't exclusively have sex with men.
I got you.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like
it's free love, bitch. We do what we want. Ain't no spectrum, bitch. I do what I want.
Listen, that's all I tell people.
Do you know when the pronoun shit and different things like that became super real for me? The first time I had sex with a trans person. That was when it was like. Yeah, no, that was. I mean, mine was always like respect.
Yeah, of course. But then it became
like because if you're having sex with a person, right, like, you have to figure out what the fuck to call them.
I don't know where to put this category.
Everybody can be a slut. Everybody can be like everybody can be all sorts of shit.
It's a very, very what do you call it? Like I'm gonna say this. I can always understand the confusion, but I never can what's the word? Make excuse for the hostility. Right. So I totally understand when you're like, yeah, like no, I get it. I'm riding for you guys, and then it's like now it's in your life. You're like, now I really get it. Right.
It's tangible. Like I get it. I can point to this experience.
Yeah, you're like, now I understand.
You have really vagina, but you are a dude, so it's like
right. I get it because I see you now. I see you. You're a dude.
Now, now I get it.
I was definitely fucking coochie, boy.
Nah, man.
I'm out of there. Like,
you know what? You're right. Let's fuck the government. You're right.
Right.
We don't play in those games anymore.
What you mean they trying to stop you? They trying to stop you from doing what? Not on my watch.
Not me. That's what bro.
That's the most nigga thing ever. Like now all of a sudden we can.
Right, but that's how you make it make sense to people though. Like once you find it, I promise. I told my homeboy like I get on R traps recreationally, right? I get on Reddit for traps recreation. Like, bro, I'm telling you, no. She would have got you, bro. She would have got you.
No, this time when he's right here.
Actually, saying that like that's what made me become more comfortable with like feeling that and like saying like live your fucking life because it's like, come on, bro. Like you're gonna tell me you're gonna see this bodacious babe over here and like, whoa. Listen,
I ain't no fucking gay dude, bro.
I don't have to be drunk for this. Right. I want to get to know this person.
Right.
All right. They like Naruto.
Yeah, right. Do you understand the connection we have, like spiritually?
Like it's just being like
you
my
want
friend.
me to drop all
they
this?
get me.
You want me to drop that thick ass that loves bleach?
Right. You got me fucked up.
Got me fucked up, bro.
You know what, Charlie? Get the fuck out of my house.
Right. You show them a picture.
Get him out.
You show somebody on R traps like she bad, right? He's like, oh yeah, she bad as hell. But I would have fucked her up. I'm like, yeah, well.
We got you.
You would have fucked them up, actually.
Pronouns, motherfucker.
And they're like, wow, bro, don't show me that gay shit. It's like, it's not gay. She's, but you felt what you felt.
No, yeah, like I fuck with this because like there's not that's if you watch. Plugging myself again. If you watch my videos, it's like I'm just when I say I hate like I'm tired of men. I'm mostly just tired of like the fresh and what are they called? Fresh and fit,
the manosphere niggas. Oh yes.
It's like you're not being fucking honest. Like it's this idea of like, listen, man, I don't fuck with like trans people, but like we know you're on Instagram at 3 a.m. Don't that trans person stuff.
You're wilding right now.
No, you're not wild. Like, and I just think it's healthier if we all was just like much more fucking open about it. Just be fucking honest. Dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, sorry, you don't realize that all your heroes are not living with these inhibitions, man. They're not. Richard Pryor is Quincy Jones out here snitching on everybody. They're letting you know that these niggas out here living. The Greeks did it. Everybody,
bro. We've been fucking dudes doing us.
Oh my gosh,
the underage thing is a little much, but like at this,
I don't know about that. They can't consent, but you know what I mean. Fucking what gets me is like so the fresh and fits niggas, because like I think that everything across the board is a spectrum and nothing is fucking black and white. Period.
Yeah, there's some fresh and fit niggas that are fantastic.
Yes, that's what I fuck with.
Nothing is black and white. Period. But fucking the fresh and fit niggas are on sugar sites, right? They're on fucking seeking arrangements, etc., finding girls to deal with. I know girls, women, whatever, that have gotten messages from the fresh and fit people talking about, can you come pee on the podcast? I'm like, word?
Of course.
Did you say yes? You should say yes.
But I would say yes. I would say yes. And then whenever that NDA is over, I'm going on tour.
I'm going off.
I'm going on tour.
Because as a dude who's been on dating sites at 2 a.m. and I'm like, look, I don't care what my options are. My option is this. I'm going. I'm talking to her. I'm talking to them. Fuck
you got to be careful. Like, let's all try to be not honest, but like explain. It's not like a what do you call it? Like they say, like chasers. Like it's not like we're like, oh no, we only want to. Like no, it's an experience, because it's like now you get to be more honest. Like liberals do be fucking up. I get it. I totally understand.
They really do.
They live this life of like, yo, just be your fucking self.
And
then one day you're on fucking OK Keep. You're like, damn, that person's pretty. Oh damn, they trans.
Yeah.
Damn, that's the coolest person I've ever met. You know what? I'll give it a shot. Let's do it.
As a prepubescent boy, you have figured out how to fuck weirder things.
Bullshit.
Nobody want to talk about it.
No bullshit.
Nobody want to talk about the.
I know about your unproud faps. I know about
the unproud ones.
That's why Big Mouth went so hard, right? As far as like homie that was fucking the pillow. Like I was like, hey, look, y'all don't act like
it's weird. Yeah, it's weird. Right. But I know y'all did it.
Yeah, no.
Listen,
ask a woman about the corner of her
table. I followed this.
Fuck Code Geass for that. Fuck Code Geass for that.
I didn't. So I don't want to be the nigga that finally admits he never watched Code Geass.
I never watched Code Geass. I just know about it.
I know that niggas that I don't like love Code Geass. Niggas that are like, oh yeah, the world, the government fucked up. It's like, yes, it is. Explain, and they can't explain. Then I'm like, oh, you watch Code Geass. Got you.
So that's all you got, huh?
All right. Oh yeah, fuck it.
That's all the Luch gave to you.
Yeah, no,
right.
Remember Death Note niggas that are just like super.
Like go on my way.
Fuck a Death Note nigga.
Fuck Kira. I used to be that little edgy emo black dude that's like, listen, everyone deserves to die. And then one day during fucking COVID, I was like, you know what? I need something to play in the background while I'm working. So I'm like, I'm gonna put on Death Note, dog.
Right.
Kira is the stupidest motherfucker I ever met in my goddamn.
Yep.
He is so fucking dumb. It's not like he's like dumb, but it's that he is so full of himself that he couldn't see that he's about to get outplayed.
Oh, bro, you're dumb.
You're stupid. Like, dog, you could have cut and run forever ago. You could have cut and run and did this anywhere, dog. But like, you decided.
Right. No.
God. And
what's crazy is like Kira could have won a bunch of times.
Multiple times. But he was so full of himself.
Right. You don't actually have to kill him.
I was about to say, L does not need to die. L could just
alright. But that's the weird thing about ego, and that's actually one thing I wanted to ask you like earlier. So like, so how much of your ego is wrapped into TikTok?
Yeah, and before you answer that question, right, what I'll say is like examining, like just from speaking to you, right. There's a
no. Jordy's a real nigga.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. He's a real nigga. Right. And so a lot of motherfuckers have this thing in their brain, right, that stops it. Because like what I'm seeing is there's a lack of that moment that a lot of niggas have where it's like, oh shit, that's a great idea, that's hilarious. And then you just go make it, right? Like you just like, oh yeah, cool. Here's the phone. I'll open it. Boom, bam. I made it. And then it's happened. It's out there, right? Like a lot of niggas have that like stopgap in their brain that was like, oh yeah, that was a funny idea, nigga. And then they just keep fucking hitting the blunt, and like they just keep moving. Like Like, and so what I'm saying is, like,
why you call me out like that?
Shit, that's me, nigga. But
that is you.
That's a cool ass idea.
Right. Keep going. No,
like,
ride it to the end.
Ride it to the end.
Oh, this goddamn Rocky
Right.
dropped the weights.
Right.
Yes.
Sitting up there like they're gonna love it.
Never gets made.
No way.
Never touches it again. But so, like, with the ego question, the situation that, like, right, like, is it ego that pushes? Is it ego that drives? Like, I want to ask, of course, get my brother's answer to my brother's question there, but I wanted to kind of dive into that. Like, what's the trigger that just like snaps and says, "Hey, look, I just made it." Like,
so with TikTok, I try. Remember, I said earlier, like before we started recording, I said how I picture my life like as Atlanta. And how you're like, oh man, a rapper is so cool, and it's not. It's just full of really weird, awkward moments.
yeah.
Oh God.
TikTok, Atlanta has humbled me down to that much because like I was already like trying to struggle with this newfound, as you can see, my ego fame.
Right.
It's like
More
so
fame than I ever expected.
yeah, exactly. It's so weird. But I was already struggling with this newfound fame, but like watching Atlanta, it's just like, no, isn't it like that? It's just so fucking weird.
Yeah.
It's like 1 second somebody's like, hey, like this is so weird shit that happened. One of my videos was going viral. I'm like, yeah, I did it again. Like after a while, you go viral for like, not showing up.
Yeah, get it out there.
Third or fourth time.
You go viral for like your fifth fucking time. You're like, cool, like I did it. You know, and you're mostly, or at least for me, I'm mostly into it because like conversations, new friends. New adventures, blah, blah, blah. But this was like one of those weird moments where I went viral and my brother texted me saying like, yeah, somebody at work said they just saw you on TikTok. And I was like, that's weird. Like, that's cool.
I don't like that.
But, yeah, okay. What am I supposed to do with that?
Okay. It's so close to home that it's just like, ooh, nah, I'm not fucking with that.
That shit just happened to me, and it's not like I'm big no flex at all. No flex.
Yeah. It's so hard to talk about without starting your flexing, right?
We pay for ads. We try to like put shit out there. So
we have once. We boosted a few posts, and then like I forget which ones got boosted.
Yeah. Lately, I don't mean to sauce it all out here, but I mean like lately I've been like, because I haven't. And it's not because I don't want to boost them. It's because I can't afford to boost them right now.
I'd be having the money, and I'm just like,
nah. Let's see how far it goes without it.
You should get it organically as much as possible. Like I'll just say, like, but yeah, either way, we boost shit. So like when people just now recently be like, yo, do you have a podcast? And I'm like walking around or like going to like, you have a podcast? I swear to God, I thought I saw you. Like you look really familiar. Like, do you have like what's up? And I'm like
I yeah.
You got me.
Yeah, I guess. What like
motherfucker.
Right. Look at me. Like, by the way, look at me trying to associate on your little like shine here. You're like, yeah.
No, but I mean, once it does get too close to home, that's when I'm like, I don't want to do this shit no more, bro. I think we need to bow out. I think we need to fucking go ahead and kill it.
For me, it's I have a fear of, because like I'm very opinionated, but I want peace. I'm tired of like debates. That's just like I'm debating you to make you feel stupid.
Right.
I want to have an opinion and talk about it. I believe in you could call me a centrist, but like I'm like what you said, Virgil. I'm more of like black and white. Like this is why this is like this, blah blah blah. And one of my main fears is me just saying the most like just fuck it up, just fuck it up. But you know what? No, I think all babies do deserve to die. It's like boom, got him.
We got him, boys.
Yes,
fuck him. Call his job.
We just MLK that nigga. Like
that trauma
and done.
Yo, man, girl, waiting for it.
There you go. Put him on a t-shirt. He's through. Yeah.
But do you think that's trauma from like the fact that, as we were saying, I don't even know if we were recording at the time, but like basically that as a black person, and if you're like anytime you go outside, anytime you do anything, you're a representation of blackness as a whole. You're a representation of your people, and so in a degree, anytime you do shit, like it could have huge repercussions.
Not only on yourself, but like on the
whole
fucking.
Are you talking about the fear of being canceled?
Yeah, that fear of cancellation, plus like it can be snatched away at any time.
Right. Like getting canceled is one thing, right? Like fuck
yeah,
like getting canceled.
Getting snatched away at any time, especially on TikTok. That's handing out fucking red flags on the daily. I wouldn't be surprised if I go on my TikTok right now and they took down 7 videos.
It's like, no, you're fucked up.
Yeah.
Go to jail.
Boy, you're done.
Did you do that podcast? Like, oh wait, how do you know about it?
It would. The beauty of being able to sit back and be like, yeah, that's not staying in there. It's beautiful. We love it.
I fall in love with because I hate mistakes. I hate saying stupid shit that's not well thought out. There is nothing beautiful. Like, I think I have a love for video editing. It's like, look what I can do. Never said it.
It never happened.
Never happened.
Here's a weird take about interracial marriage, and it's gone.
Got it out of here.
Right. Actually, we should be mixing all the races.
I'm just gonna say it. Whoever shot him, okay.
Yeah, no bullshit.
Pull it.
No, I might. We'll see because I kind of agree with him.
Everybody was fucking.
And that's one thing that bothers me about that era of blackness. Period. Right? They make it seem like being black in that period of time was so fucking binary. Right?
Oh yeah, no, you were just
every nigga was with the civil rights. It was like, no, they weren't. Every nigga was not with the civil rights. Some niggas wanted shit to be the exact same, and we're mad when that shit happened.
And very upset because the status quo is comfortable for a great deal of people.
And then they raised fucking kids, and we got here.
Yeah, and we consistently raise fucking kids, and we keep moving.
There's a huge fear with how Roe v. Wade went. We might just go back to that.
Thank God we got here organically.
Bro, it might go back. Like, no, they're just taking away everything. I wouldn't be surprised if I woke up one day and they're like, "Yo, you got to move out." And I'm like, "Why?" Like,
why?
Because the whites are here.
The white. So then
you can't be here.
Like, I literally have to go like 30 minutes to get out.
I talk to my girl about this shit, and she's like genuinely like terrified of just like having to be here in like Texas, and anything can happen. Like, we are just like at the mercy of the state, which I mean, states' rights, all that shit to a degree is interesting and fucking layered and stuff like that. But I'm like, yeah, baby, like we might like just like might need like
you as a nigga have always lived in that headspace.
But what I'm saying, like, it's like, ooh, I'm like, damn, yeah, you're very right. Like, we really could be out here, and I'm just as like fucking sad and outraged as you, and I should really let you
feel like
feelings about it.
I feel like when the minorities are like trying to comfort the white people, I think that's when it's over.
No, that is the indicator of end times. It's like, hey, it's okay.
We literally have a song called "We Gonna Be Alright."
Yeah,
we're not all right. It's like, damn, bro.
It's not all right at all.
I don't know what to tell you, man, but yeah, it's pretty much curtains for us.
Clean out the fridge, clean out the closet, go and move out.
I'm gonna lie to you, babe. I'm just waiting for the meteor.
Right.
Just waiting for it, bro.
No, everything I want is for an external force to fuck this up, not just me.
They coming for you. Oh, that me next.
Yeah, right.
But what was the?
Originally, I asked like how much your ego was wrapped into it, but I'm like, I don't know if his ego was wrapped into it.
I know I don't see the ego, right? Like, I don't see the ego thing, but I do see like that. Like, it doesn't seem like motivation. It seems like pure creativity unlashed and unleashed. So is it just like, I don't give a fuck? Like, I don't give a fuck what you like.
Well, the thing is, like, I feel like because I don't ever want to be like the black sheep. I don't ever, that person, that nigga that's like,
I got you.
Yeah, the nigga
that never happened to me. Like,
yeah, right.
Listen, somebody handed me a cool $2 million. I don't know any of y'all.
Yeah, right.
I don't know any of y'all anymore.
I'm a different nigga now.
And you know what's fantastic? You're not the first person that we talked to that has said that.
Like,
you're not the first person. And it's true, niggas. Look, if they handed the well-spoken token, they handed LJ Johnson the bag today, the well-spoken token would die tomorrow. Like,
don't know anything. All of my values will die.
Right.
Yellow blue. No,
man, that's life-changing money. I never thought I'd have that.
But I could resurrect my father, possibly.
Right.
It's like I never want to be that person. But it's like
me neither.
There's a difference between, because like no matter what, I always wanted to be a content creator. I just happen to be a content creator on one of the worst apps in the world. I fucking hate TikTok so much. But it's like if TikTok stroked my ego, like how YouTube stroked other people's egos, or even Instagram stroked other people's egos. If I was making like 400 to 500, I think I would probably still be the same. But it will be more like, I'm not sure if you're ever familiar with Donald Glover's Script.
Of course we are.
Which one? Oh yeah, no, the one
with the main character called the boy. I would be like,
clapping for the wrong reason.
Yeah, so I would still be sad, but I have money now.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna go get some shrimp.
Yeah, right. I was gonna say, no, I'm gonna go sit in an infinity pool with a Bella Anderson because
that's how you do it.
Right. That's how you cope with sadness when you rich, bitch.
Yeah, like,
wake up and your whole house is thrashed and people just random shit everywhere. Like it's just like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Shit.
Man made the web. We ain't need a name.
Yeah. I think I'd be the worst rich person because I'll come to you with my problems and then roast you. I'm like, yeah, you know, my mom,
broke boy.
She's still not proud of me. Like no matter what are those the old Jays? The fuck out of my apartment.
Yeah, right.
Out of here, bro. No.
It's so crazy. I mean, and I personally have an issue with trying to like create without an ego, right? Because so much of everything that I like try to put out, because like, you know, me and this guy, we're like a package deal, right? Like the Well Spoken Token is the full brand or whatever. It's this nigga's lifeblood, right?
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, how do you translate to niggas? But then my ego gets fucking wrapped up into it, right? Like there's a TikTok comment from not too long ago. You probably wouldn't have to search too long, where like a nigga's all like, he says something, and if you're outright hating, I don't give a fuck. You're just outright hating. That's nothing.
Hate.
Right? Oh, but he said something that was like,
he did the thing that I hate. He did the thing where he pointed out the obvious. And I'm like, okay, nigga, if we're going to fucking point out the obvious, here is all of it. And I'm like, he didn't deserve that. He was just fucking talking. You know what I mean? And
I would love to back that and say, yo, I'm so proud of you for growing as a person. I'm the most pettiest thing I've ever had in my life. Yeah. I don't like, unfortunately, God has given me a pet peeve of hating illogical shit, and I can't do it. I can't. If I hear someone say something
that shit don't make no fucking sense.
Like,
fuck you.
I gotta fight this man. This man ain't making no fucking sense.
Right. And that's the thing, because my ego will be like, you're doing him a favor. You should tell him everything he's doing fucking wrong.
Tell him why this comment's fucking ass and trash. It's no commentary at all.
My ego, it could be described as that fucking that trend that was going on with Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
When Aaron was yelling at his dad. That's my fucking. Yeah. That's literally my ego. It's like, you know what?
They're making fun of you.
13. I was like, he's 13. Words. They're 13, bro. Like they don't even got their own clothes.
Right. He's a child. He doesn't know anything. He's
telling his mom should have swallowed it for nutrients. I'm like, oh shit. God. Oh fuck, man. I gotta tell him. It's funny.
Also, I like how the lights began to change red and shit like that as you were like, I was like,
but that's how it goes, man. Like
really awful shit. Shut up. Don't try to flex, nigga. We don't give
the same lights, nigga.
We don't give a damn.
It's the same affiliate code.
I see the wires, nigga.
We all have the exact same fucking remote.
Oh, you think? What you talking about?
Oh, yours is white. I'll have
no, it's okay. No, it's okay. I've got that one. I got that one too. I just don't know where the fuck it is, so I use it.
So I got this.
No, I mean, but that's one thing, because like, you know, now that we're trying to expound the podcast past a certain point and like trying to like provide value to other creators, is like, hey, as you progress in this content shit, you're gonna find the one. You're gonna get the one that does really well, and you're gonna be like, great. I don't know how to fucking handle that.
How do I follow this? What do I do?
Right.
How do I take this from here?
How do I fucking navigate this? How do I remove myself from the thing that just happened?
So at some point, I'm thinking of starting to make YouTube channels and just do what the fuck I do on TikTok, which I see a TikTok that disgusts me. I just go through a rabbit hole or whatever, or do something on YouTube. Because for me, the main goal is to blow up and act like I don't know nobody. Like,
I get you. Bye, bitch.
But it's to like excel in just a creative career.
Yeah.
And I totally understand where you're like, yo, like, cause it happened to me probably twice, 3 times. So you're like, it's gonna be that one. It's gonna change your life forever. And TikTok is like, it ain't this one, nigga. It ain't this one.
I hope you enjoyed that because
I hope you enjoy that shit.
It'll be 2 months before you get another one.
It's like, you did it. You got 3.5 million views. That's amazing. Here's $20. Oh, sorry. 13.
This one will get 7 likes and you will be fine.
Oh, fuck. And I think that's also a thing. I think it's like a viral buster. Like if you go, because I had a video that was doing well. I'm like, oh, this video is also going to do well. They're like, nah, you funny.
Yeah, right.
Funny guy.
Well, I mean, there's more money in pissing. There's more attention and clout in pissing people off. So like we got kicked off of Twitter a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Over the Nevermind album cover. I don't know if you.
Yeah.
That fucking Nevermind. The dumbest shit in the fucking world.
And you know, like not TikTok, Twitter is a cesspool.
Fucking cesspool dumb shit.
Oh yeah, we know it's gross over there. The floors are sticky over at Twitter.
For whoever is listening, maybe I'm fucking wrong, but Twitter is like public fucking 4chan.
It is. And I was explaining this to a homeboy very recently. It was like, all right, if you took 4chan in like 2012 to 2014 fucking Tumblr and you smash them shits together, you got current day Twitter.
2022 Twitter.
Right. It's like you can get porn and you can get terrible opinions.
You can
all
get
in the same fucking place.
And you can get someone dying. Like,
and you can get fucking doxxed. It's a terrible place.
All in one day.
Right.
You know, my favorite thing was when Twitter was randomly suggesting viral tweets. Not even viral. Just like tweets that were doing really well. Yeah. There was a lot of times. No, not a lot. Yeah. It was a lot of times. I made a tweet about it. There was like 3 times where they suggested a tweet that was just like a thirst trap. And I'm like, what do you think I am? Like, what is this? I'm making a tweet. I need to see that. I'm like,
who am I, you Twitter?
Like, you what the fuck? I was like, you
I ain't that weak. But I did so after we got kicked off, I'm like, okay, there's a way to grow a fucking Twitter following fast, and it's through threads, right? Mm-hmm. You make a bunch of different tweets under one tweet, and then boom, whatever, right? So I'm like, let's do the fucking Toonami stinkers or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Such a dumb thing. I don't even think it's a good concept, right?
Just a little thought. Just a little thing. It was like,
right. But if there's one thing about content creation today that I'm like, oh, it doesn't matter how good you are. You just have to fucking do it.
Just fucking do it. I hate that advice. Yeah. Listen, man, you just got to go out there and do it. And like, that's the stupidest advice ever. Here I am. That's true.
No,
just do it, guys.
Man. That's all you can do.
Like, whatever happens. If it goes, it goes. If it doesn't, do another one. Right.
Do another one because
it is what it is.
It takes a few seconds, less than a minute. So the failure's
people made me feel so fucking bad because when I freaking started TikTok and I wanted to make it serious.
Yeah. I wanted to take it like it was a real thing.
Yeah. Well, look at me. What a genius. But this guy is like, hey, if you want your TikTok thing to blow up, this is when TikTok was it was just giving out followers. Right. I was like, if you want your TikTok to blow up, make like, I think it was 4 videos, 3 to 4 videos. And people are like, this was probably months to a year later. I've seen those same exact videos. I'm like, yeah, that's what they told me. And everyone's like, hell no, I'm not doing that. I don't got time for that. I'm
like,
that. So what you trying to say? I am a piece of shit? Like,
yeah, right.
I was like, yeah, what you trying to say over here?
Fucking. And so like I was like, all right, we need to repurpose all content. So we made the fucking Toonami stinker thread, and I'm like, there's no bad shows on Toonami, but like let's look at it.
Let's make Rage Farm. You're right.
Right. Let's make it a Rage Farm or whatever. Right. Like it's these ones, and then everybody came out the woodwork with death threats. I'm like, wow, that's great.
Death threats
over Toonami. I'm like, bro. Over Big O, particularly.
They were just like, we can't.
I'm not gonna lie, I was probably in that thread.
That's fine. It's okay.
Seriously, Big O. Yeah,
I don't think that Big O is a bad show. I think that Big O is probably great, but
I was just trying to grow my company.
But for like 11-year-olds, like trying to get 11-year-olds to love fucking Big O, you're fucking stupid.
Yeah, and the whole premise of Toonami Stinkers was not to say that these shows themselves were like trash shows or that they were bad or some shit like that. It was dead ass just to say like these did not do well in the Toonami block. And
you know how many episodes there are of Big O?
There's like 50, right? Something like that.
No,
there's a lot of episodes to Big O.
No, it's a short anime. It's a short anime. It's a very short anime. Yeah, literally. They
if a nigga would have told me that off rip, I would have never put it in there.
Big O, they make the propeller Big O, and then Dorothy has an issue, and that's it. Like that's it.
That's the end of Big O.
Because I used to think
nigga with a cane and a mask. That's it, nigga. Like,
I used to think the same thing. I'm like, because they kept showing it, and every time I saw it, it was like a different like scene. So like, it was like 50, and then it was like. Nigga, it was like 5.
There's like 10 episodes of Big O, nigga. It's not
that's why it only ran from April to like June. That was it. And then they kept filling it in, and that was the whole point. Now, mind you, we sound real salty about this Big O shit.
I think it's like, okay, if y'all love it that much, I wish I would have did more to make sure it succeeded.
Yeah, where's the Big O merch? Tell me.
Right.
It's always a way to shut people up.
Right.
Like, well, you don't even know. Okay, so where's your Big O movie?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I didn't give a fuck about it. It got us the fucking attention that we needed on fucking Twitter. Because, like, the co-creator of fucking Toonami retweeted it, and I was like...
That shit was incredible. I was like, oh, my God. It flew from there. I was like, oh, shit. Now, mind you, it's mostly shit talking. And the nigga from the creator from Toonami out here talking about some of these shows we never aired. I'm like, bitch, this is from your wiki.
Nigga, I would have never put this on the internet.
You're right. I just found it on the internet.
I just lied on you.
You got it.
I confused you with 4 kids. My bad.
Right, my bad, nigga. But then that shit blew up, and I was like, damn, that's crazy. And I was about to be getting my bag about it, but I was like, what if you just piggyback off of this exact same
what if
thing?
you just do it again? That was
what if you just retweeted it?
That's when I was like, this nigga's a genius, because
that's when I was like, oh, the internet's a joke. Nothing's real.
You got it. Welcome. Isn't it fucking crazy?
It's crazy. It's like, oh, I pissed you off today, that I can do the exact same thing tomorrow and you'll love it.
You'll love it.
I hate it.
Oh, you guys were just really in your feelings about this show you saw at 3 a.m. that you actually liked at 3 a.m, but you hated it 3 o'clock in the evening. Like, you just 12 hours is a hell of a difference for you.
Actually, that makes me go back to. I'm just referencing. That's what I do. I'm gonna go back to the Atlanta feel. I'm like, because that would have been like a moment to me that I could equate to like being that rapper idea, where you're like, wow, little old me just got my fucking tweet retweeted by the co-creator of fuck. And that shit happens. Like, I'm sitting there and I'm like, this verified motherfucker just
fucking said something to me?
I'm like, holy shit, this shit's easy.
Yeah, right.
And then you're just like, okay, like people are like, oh my God, this person's my friend. I'm like,
right.
Yeah, it happens.
and then the whole time, and then the guy who's like sending you death threats doesn't mean anything anymore, because it's like, I wonder. You're nobody.
Random weird dad talk, right? My father used to say this shit about 6 degrees of separation. He was like a big thing. He was like, you'll be surprised at the amount of like famous-ish motherfuckers, shit that niggas have done shit. You walk around the world is very small. Like you can meet a motherfucker's mom. Like Adrian Peterson, the nigga that was famous on the Vikings, all that shit. He dated my stepsister, right? My best friend was a knight at medieval times for like 5 years. It was like just different random shit. Like, I know that
we went back to you. Yep.
I was in a wedding with the woman that played the dub version of Chisei in Max Bride. Like, I know her.
Isn't that fucking crazy?
Like, it's a small fucking world.
It's a very small world. And so you like these types of things when you really break it down, and you start looking. when you take something as big and as small, really, as the internet, right? Because like everybody's next door. You can immediately pop over, blam, you fucking ran into 50 Cent. It just happened to be on the same post. Like you like the same post as a nigga that's famous. Like it's the same.
Fuck is his name? It's a comedian. He had his own show. D.L. Hughley.
I love that nigga. Hughley. That's crazy.
I was on Twitter and there was like this one separate thing. I forgot what it was about, but I think it was like that whole debate of like hitting your kids or something. I totally fucking forgot. Right. And you see all these people with their opinions. And then you see DL fucking Hughley. I said, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Right. What are you doing here? He's like, I have a thing to say about black people.
The world it's centralized. It's not like it used to be, bro. You could touch a fucking celebrity with no effort. It's nothing now.
It's nothing now. And that's the world we live in, because it doesn't take much to be a celebrity now.
It don't. It's so weird because like even with like how well your podcast is going, like I think you have like what, 500 on Instagram. I forgot how much.
Well, like 900, but
we're like 8 or 9.
Either way, Instagram followers don't mean anything.
But it's like even so, like, but yeah, as you just said it, you're like, oh man, it doesn't really mean anything. But like somebody sees my fucking account. Like, even just hearing you guys say, like, oh, yeah, we saw, like, some of your stuff. And I was like, what?
That's crazy. How did I get to you?
Yeah, like, wow. Yeah. It's so fucking crazy. And one of my favorite, like, I don't know what you call it. It was, like, breaking out the Matrix. Is when America attacked, I think, Iraq or someplace, like, a while ago. And everyone was scared that Trump was about to start, like, World War III.
World War III,
right. Yeah. So, yeah, I can say that. The World War III era.
Yeah,
I forgot.
As a nigga who could have fought that war,
I'm sorry. Thank you for
it's okay. Now that I don't want to hear that shit. after a while, you're like, I know what wars I am and am not fighting. All it takes is one joint to get me the fuck out of here. You got me fucked up.
You gotta swallow.
No bullshit. I got my exit plan fucking planned the fuck out. It's like if anything happens and I think it's real, you got me. I know what a zero tolerance policy means.
You'd be like, yeah, I just smoked so much weed. Oh,
hey,
you just got rid of the zero tolerance.
Right. I need a urinalysis on me today.
I'm high at this moment.
Right. 30 days later. All right, boys.
During the World War III era, I found it to be so fucking funny that when we attacked, I forgot who it was, but the leader's official response was on Twitter. I was like,
well, we don't live in real life anymore.
We don't. I said, yo, can you imagine, like, as you're scrolling, you see, like, oh, look, God of War Ragnarok trailer. And
right.
We're going to war?
That's right. The same day.
Here we are.
Right. And the same guys that are pissed off about the fucking war or whatever, the same guys talking about, look at the fucking graphics on fucking whatever.
Look at this, oh my God, Baldur's in the game.
Yeah. Life isn't real.
Yeah, I can't wait.
It's not fucking real anymore, bro.
It's so fucking crazy.
And what's wild is that yes, no, it's not real, but it's so fucking real. It's so real, in fact, that like these fucking zeros and ones, niggas tweets, right, can like we had an entire election influenced by a goddamn social media app. Like it was like
it's fucking crazy.
Kick
that nigga
Mark
off.
Zuckerberg should never have had to sit in front of the fucking Supreme Court. Like that's
this is happening. This is happening.
Really
right
happening.
Now.
I'm sitting there like, damn, we are really.
Jesse Eisenberg did what?
Pepe becoming a fucking symbol for Nazism.
Right.
Yeah. What the?
I just retweeted his meme yesterday.
Right. No, Pepe's funny. What are you doing?
Yeah, like, no, please, stop. It was a really funny tweet. It's going viral.
Now I can't even say "feels good, man" without being like a white supremacist.
Yeah, right.
Trump, huh?
Right.
You really fuck with Trump.
It's crazy.
No, you hate baby. You really love babies. Huh?
Yeah. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy.
But actually, going on what you said about like it's very real. I feel like I'm not sure if it's an ego thing, but it's like me being conscious. I'm aware, but I realized that I won the Best Man award. But you know Drew, Drew. She's on TikTok, and she just destroys men. That's
I've never. Does. No,
whoa,
no. I
she says the most. You gotta see her. She destroys men that say like fucked up sexist shit, and like women just love her. And I'm useless with
Makes sense.
And I'm like, I made it. I'm the best man ever.
Her name is Drew.
Massively accepted by like women that hate men. Like not hate men, but notoriously enough for like ripping the shreds out.
No, that's a beautiful niche to be in. I'll never. If you're in the niche of women that hate men,
everyone's like, "Yo, Drew hates men," and then you just see me walking like, "Does she?"
Right.
Does she really hate men?
No, she like me.
So either she hates men. I'm the best man ever.
Exactly. I was about to say either like, and I don't think so, man. I don't think my track record, baby.
Exactly. Look at that.
Sounds like you're a piece of shit.
Is she a Latina lady or something?
Oh, she is. I forgot what it's called. Pacific Islander.
Army. Oh, okay, got you.
Okay, she could easily. Oh man, that's a weird thing about.
I was about to say, do not get on here and fucking speculate this bitch's race. Like,
I was about to say, as you say this, I'm like recording on my phone.
Yeah, right.
Hey, look, he just gave us the keys, right? He was just like, like, look, he said her whole name on this shit. He gave us,
like, true.
He gave us opportunity, but then your ass was like,
go ahead. What did you say about Drew?
What did you say about her?
What?
I have the recording too.
I made a 3-minute TikTok about you guys. 3 minutes. Like, you will not believe.
Right.
So sexist
all publicity is.
But I do have a thing because like we're rounding like toward like the end goal or whatever, right? So you said you wanted to get into YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Like, do you already have a YouTube channel? Like, do you have a plan or do whatever? Because like,
I gotta redo my YouTube channel. Like a lot of people that's into like creative stuff, I have a lot of failed projects. So
shout out to the failed project. Right? It's all right.
Gotta do it. But I do have something because like before Jordy Joestar, going back to just like normal shit happening.
Name.
Thank you. I have an origin for that, but
yes.
Going back to that, like I was, I hope my mom's not listening, but I was high as fuck. I was like, Jordy Joestar, and I just typed it in, and now it's a brand. It's the craziest fucking shit ever.
That's how it goes.
But before that, I had this really funny name called the Concerned Citizen, which was supposed to be like me just like being opinionated and shit. But at the time, I didn't have the space. I lived with like my mom and shit, so it's like you can't film videos. And I made a promise to myself. I said, as soon as I get my own apartment, I'm going to try something. I was high as fuck looking at TikToks. I was like, I'm going to make fun of white kids saying the N-word. Some numbers. I'm like, nice.
Oh, this don't doing numbers.
They like swinging. They like
right. My God, they're swinging.
They're really swinging. These cats on fire. Why do you ain't talking like that?
But all it takes is that.
These cats.
No,
it's the fucking. My boy don't look at TikTok trends at all, but it's fucking.
It's the funniest shit. It's like why do jazz? What is it? Jazz college kids.
Right.
Why do jazz college kids fucking talk like this?
Right. fucking. They were like, when MF Doom was talking about like different fucking like fast food restaurants.
I'm about to say it's like y'all went up to the Burger Mart. These to the Burger Mart. Listen to it like it's food smoking Burger Mart.
Yeah.
My favorites with popular artists, and they're like when it's like 5 seconds in, this guy's swinging. Oh, this shit's hard. Like, it just started.
And that's why I love TikTok. I'll never leave TikTok.
I love that about TikTok because like these fucking trends blow up. The shit's hilarious. It becomes a beautiful reference. It's a fantastic physical comedy. Like, and it just moves into fucking people's lives.
Good. I hate that I hated on TikTok at the beginning.
But that gives me that I've had a question this whole time, and I was like, okay, cool.
Good.
Find the perfect transition into this. But I was just like, we cooking, so I'm just gonna let it happen. Swinging. But we called you the nicheless king, right? And the fact that we've been able to kind of flip and jump multiple topics while also like keeping things fairly concise. I wanted to understand like, well, maybe not understand, but like see what was your approach to being nicheless as fuck as far as your content creation goes, because a lot of people find that moment where they blow up that viral section and they go, okay, well, cool, just do that over and over again, and like it works. But at the same time, for you to continue to make different content, right? The only common denominator is you. Like, where did that where did that come from? How did that process go? Look at this nigga's internet fucking up. Like, that's okay. Keep rocking. We here.
I'm gonna give you two answers. Yeah. I'm gonna give you the sad answer. I'm gonna give you the real answer.
Bet it.
I'm gonna give you the nigga answer because I really love the nigga answer. Nigga answer is that shit whack. That's why that shit is ass. I hate that shit. I hate it bored as fuck. I made a video about that too. Like, you gotta do this for the rest of your fucking life, please.
Every day.
Every fucking day. Like, come on, dude. The real answer is because of my love for creativity. At one point you said he was gonna ask me or something, but like my origins of a nerd. My dad was like a super fucking nerd. Like, it is almost a gift, honestly, to be introduced to nerd culture at such a young age.
Hell yeah.
Because it was so weird. Like, I started joining black anime groups on Facebook. Warning, do not join any black anime groups.
No, they're terrible. They're sexual, the fucking trash.
It is also a cesspool.
Yeah, it's a cesspool, and they got the worst takes of all mankind. It's just let it go.
Bleach, the best anime of all time. Fuck your mother.
What is it? Something the Healer. Oh, that's a good anime.
Healer.
Don't talk to me, bro. Don't talk to me. I will fight you. Don't talk to me. But yeah. But those people in those groups, they were like, yeah, I just started getting into anime. I'm 16. I was like, bro, I was in the States since I was like 3. I was there for a while, bro. I was like, how did I not get something? I was doing mad cringy shit. Yeah. And for the rest of my...
I know not. I knew the Naruto hand signs from fucking Shonen Jump magazine. I was letting it off.
You got the Shonen Jump. I printed that shit.
Right.
I was at school.
My nigga, it's in the binder. Like, got you, bitch.
Fuck the dumb shit.
Bust out a fireball jutsu. But I was like super into shit like that, and I don't know where I think my love for storytelling came from like video games, and of course like my dad introducing video games and anime to me. But at one point, I could definitely tell you why I got to poetry, because I used to write poetry a lot.
Okay.
And this kind of stems from this, like why I'd rather be nicheless. There was just one time where I was like, I think 2nd or 3rd grade, and they got like kindergarten hall where they got like, oh, look at the pretty little arts
butterflies in the
whole hallway full of like shitty kindergarten art.
Exactly. So at one point they were like, they had poetry, and I got so angry. I really think, like, no kidding, I think I have like some form of like autism or OCD, because I got so angry because how boring it was. I was like, because they kept doing the same shit over and over again. It was like, what is it? Roses are red, violets are blue, blah 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 blah. That same 2 rhyme scheme bullshit. And my mom, I think she did. My mom also watched Def Poetry Jam. So I was like, also. Yeah.
Us too. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, that shit. I missed it. I need to bring that shit back.
That shit was amazing. They had some awesome fucking like artists and people out there. Like,
we had good Kendrick. I was
about to say good job, Kanye. Yeah,
we had good Kanye at that moment. We was like adorable. Hey guys, I'm gonna tell you about being black. It's cool. That's a Kanye we fucking had.
Yeah, no. Walk up with a backpack, adjust that bitch.
Yeah, right. Got the tight little red shirt.
Right.
But yeah.
She's so subconscious. All right.
Okay. That's a rocket. She's so. But
are you?
So watching Def Poetry Jam and seeing poetry, I was like, poetry don't have to be like this. Like, get the fuck out of the box. And ever since then, I've just been thinking outside the box. My brother and I, because we love anime and video games, and movies, and storytelling, and all that shit. We always used to like bounce ideas to each other. So we're always thinking about the next big thing. And this is the best time to say fuck Will Smith for taking my idea.
Oh shit! What did he take?
What's that fucking movie on Netflix?
Right.
That was my idea, but he made it ass. I'm so mad. I was like, this shit ass, bro. I know he didn't write it. I know he didn't direct it.
He didn't write
this shit.
Shit.
Garbage, bro. Straight cheese.
Yep.
What is it? Gas, but the G is silent. Fuck out of here, bro. But we've just been bouncing off ideas to each other back and forth. And then I went to school for literature and creativity and all that other shit. But at the end of the day, I just can't do it. Like, going back to the video, my first ever viral video, this one person said something that just rubbed me wrong. And she was like, "Oh, make more introverted videos." And I just looked at it like Kira doing some disrespectful shit. Like,
shut your dumb ass up! I'm not doing
right here in this Death Note.
I'm not fucking staring out a window every single day in the same fucking format. And then that's also a great deterrent, is seeing people that break out of it. Like, it was this one Italian dude who got really fucking viral for just saying he wants a sausage pizza weirdly. Like, he said,
I know exactly who you're fucking talking about. That's what's wild.
Yeah, and I followed him. And then he was like, "What do you guys want me to do? You just want me to keep doing this shit with the same white shirt, but hey, you
want me to be an Italian guy every fucking day? I can't show up that way."
Exactly. But like, also, to be fair, like me, everyone that decides to be nicheless like you guys, we're also taking a huge L because that's where the money is.
Yeah,
it really is. No bullshit.
That's where it is. But I'm like,
the fact that we won't just shut the fuck up and fucking be anime niggas.
It's not in us.
Be anime niggas all day, every day.
Yeah, we're done. We're done. Chucking and jiving, bro. We're just done.
No,
too many of us. There's too many examples of niggas that have told you that the pigeonhole is the wrong way to go, even though the money's
right.
From Childish Gambino to fucking like. Every rapper we know is trying.
Every conscious rapper, is
trying to get the fuck out. Yeah, right. Exactly. The Migos got rap snacks. Like, I'm just saying. Like, they just broke up. Like, everyone is trying to break up. Like, yeah, no, all right. Like, I just thought, I like, you know, like a fucking fan of Flames, bitch. Like,
I like the Migos. I don't like when people speak down on the Migos.
Yeah, I get it. When you get your white cocaine cheddar ass the fuck about it.
Right.
Like,
I'm guessing your favorite episode of Atlantis with Migos.
I do love those.
Hey, look, the concept of the
when the Mexican nigga shows up, like, with the four Migos, I'm like, oh, they're gonna kill you.
I was like,
kill that nigga.
They're gonna murder you.
Oh my god! And the fact that the key is just gone. Darius is that nigga that's like, yo, Darius Law as a character, just period. Niggas, if it can go wrong, Darius is gonna make it happen. Yeah. Like, it's fucking.
It's wild, man. It's fucking.
Wild. But like everybody is telling you that the pigeonhole is the wrong way to go, and niggas consistently go, "Oh, the money though." Like,
money is there, but like, do you want the money or do you want
the longevity?
And you can see what happens. Like, like, I don't understand how people like. I fucking destroyed this white girl for rage farming.
You showed her.
I showed her. I trashed this white girl for rage farming. But like, we already have like an example. Like, do you not see what the fuck happened with Vine? Vine was having people fly out and giving them like money, but now all of them are doing drugs. They're not living the life.
If you ain't King Batch, bitch, you done. Like,
well, I mean, even if you take a dude like Jay Versace, who like I think is one of the most talented people. Period.
And the fact that he continued on and started making beats and shit, and like that's an example of like sometimes if you rock that talent right, if you fucking get out there, you're a real fucking person.
But like, there's a lot of shit that's attached to like what happened to him too.
I didn't do the research, but I won't be surprised.
Yeah, well, I mean, so like, and this is one of the things where it's just like the internet celebrity and the quote actual celebrity is two totally different things. Because like Jay Versace's mom passed away not too long ago, like maybe 3 or 4 months ago, and he still had to do a fucking GoFundMe for, you know, his mother passing away.
Funeral services and shit.
Right, and it's just like at the end of the day, these niggas may love you, they may like you, but they're never going to fucking pay you.
I found that out.
Yeah.
Like,
you know
They will love you all goddamn day, but yo, you really find out again. Die Hard 300, like you might, you can go viral every day of the week, baby.
I'll take the 30 that will always like my shit over the niggas that will fucking. Yeah, you showed us. Hell yeah! Thank you for showing us how bad white people are.
Damn, that's so great that you really gave us that. Like,
thanks, bro.
And they keep pushing, and they'll go right back to their fucking nice homes and fucking live their lives. Like it doesn't matter.
I'd much rather just fucking talk about the shit that I like to talk about, and the niggas that show up. You know,
like I've learned that the hard way, because TikTok sucks with keeping up with shit. Like they need a better neutral, a better friend group or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Well, they don't show you to the people that follow you for real.
Yeah, that's it. But
your followers aren't actually like, you're not plugged in the same way. Like people have a feed and shit, and you're just like, oh, there I am, like a guaranteed in that. Like,
but it's also like I learned, because this is going with like criticizing, because I did this before. This is friend zone, but criticizing the black community. We had this like idea on TikTok. We're like, hey, if we're black, we're gonna be neutrals and be cool with each other.
Oh, I know that feeling.
And I learned the hard way that some of you niggas ain't down with the program.
Some of you niggas don't want to see niggas win.
Yeah, I was
some of you niggas is.
Yeah.
Or the worst feeling is like some of you niggas aren't niggas. Oh wow. Oh
yeah.
Oh shit. Some of you guys are definitely like
there's like people that follow me, like actual creators, whether they're like black or whatever, and they just stop following me. And the most disrespectful, because I don't give a fuck if you don't. I'm like, it is what it is.
Yeah, whatever.
But the thing that fucking made me angry is that you left me as a follower. Oh hell no! I just started I have like a couple of creators that follow me, and I'm like, I'll put you to the test. Like I'm not doing this shit.
How long you gonna wait with me, nigga? What the fuck?
Like, are you really gonna be here, nigga? This. Like exactly. And man, so it's interesting being on the platform like that you're on, because again, like you said, it's like a children's app sometimes. Like.
It is a children's app.
It is a children's app, but like
it's so hard to call it that. I said it once to insult somebody, but like I can't call it children's app anymore. The trends that's coming out.
Yeah, no, some of this shit is really wild. Like
it's not a full-fledged children's app, but the people that keep it alive are the children.
Yeah.
And
children is a very wide perspective.
I actually think that's dope, because there's like children that like watch the shit that we do, or like will comment on the things that we do. And it's like, okay, you are influencing. You are like making a difference.
Really making a change. Because I think I discovered Donald Glover. And fucking Derek comedy and all that shit. And I was like probably 13 or 12. Yeah, like
you were 14. So, you were 14.
I was 14. Yeah, excuse me. I'm fucking
bullshit. But that's you the prime demographic. I was like 13, but like even still, like
I'm just saying our baby brother was like 8. Like
he was like 5 years old. Like, nah, I don't know.
Nah, 7 years younger than you.
He was like 8. He was like 8. He was like 8. It was like, oh, it still affects him. So it was like, at the end of the day, you still have to make things. And that kind of helps me like continue to make shit the way that we make shit. Because it's like, you still have to make things, because there's going to be the fucking savvy outlier kid that's going to see the thing that you do and enjoy it.
You don't have to be a savvy outlier kid. You can just have older siblings. Like that really was my point as far as like listing our ages. There is that the fact that like at my age, when I was like 13, I'm a young teenager and I'm finding this shit, but that also means that you got a hold of it coming into your preteens, and then our baby brother is also being influenced by it because he's right there. He's also getting this information. Right. So like the shit that you make, yes, can indeed influence children. I get it.
It's so funny. Because I always wanted to be a big brother, and that was like one of the things that keeps me going.
It's overrated. Don't ever want it.
I found out I'm a big brother.
It's overrated.
It's funny you say that, because I'm like, I want to influence the kids. Right. But on TikTok, the shit I said, especially when I used to do lives, if I saw I'm like, oh, hey, what's going on? He's like, hey, what's up? I'm like, I hope you're out of school. When I used to do live, I used to say, hey, I hope you're enjoying your Tuesday, because like I would basically do a mantra for people, because it's what I want to hear. Like, hey, it's 5:30, go get a drink, smoke some weed, do what you gotta do.
Right.
And I'm like, this person would join. I'm like, yeah, it's a Thursday, man. Chill out. We're almost close to Friday. Smoke some weed. I ate. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
You gotta go,
over there,
bro.
What are you doing here? What are you doing here? How did you get here? Get the fuck out.
It's the weirdest shit.
Get out of grown folks' business.
Because it's like, I want to protect this kid. But
right.
you can't be here, man. Like, this is weird.
And what's wild is that he jumps off of yours, right? And somebody is just throwing butts.
Yep. I'm like, do I keep him here? Do I call his parents?
Like, do I at least give him an opportunity to have like a safe space?
No, I'd be like, yo, get your moms, man.
But that's one thing that, like, as a person, because, like, and I'm not trying to be that nigga, right? But it's like, so since I'm in the military, right? But I'm like, I'm in the military and I don't want to be in there, right? I don't pimp the military to the guys under me. So it's just like, do whatever the fuck you want to do under any circumstances you fucking want. And whenever you want to leave, do the thing that you need to do to fucking leave, right?
And you'll be fine.
And because I've been in for as long as I've been in, like I've been in for like damn near 10 years, like I know what it means. Like I see the nuance of it. But if you tell that to somebody who's too fucking young and they don't understand the nuance of it, it's like, oh, well, this
is the most fantastic thing, and it affords you the ability to.
He told me to fuck up, so therefore, whatever.
Therefore,
can I also just cut in and say, Virgil, I have to say, military, because of course I was that edgy little rebel. I was a little rebel.
Yeah,
me too.
Fuck the government and all that.
Me fucking too.
The army. Yeah. Military, all
fuck you, motherfucker.
Yeah, the army, the military. I used to fucking hate you guys.
Me too.
But growing up, y'all made you the funniest goddamn shit ever. You all like, oh shit, they hate the military too. This is great.
Yeah, what got me? So like, if you ask this nigga, like, I was the biggest Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, no, deadass. This nigga is the most militant of us. Like deadass. I'm outspoken. Like I will talk your fucking ear off. This nigga is militant.
I hate. Like, but it's like, and that's
when he said I want to do the military. Like I was like, when he said I was going, yeah. Basically, when he made the choice, I was like, nigga, what?
Right.
I don't even think you're gonna make it through boot camp, bro. Like them niggas, like you're going to say some wild shit to these niggas, and you're going to have to come home. But he was like,
but I got a black mom.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I was like, I can deal with a little bit of bullshit in my life.
It's a black mom, bro.
And when he broke it down, he was like, look, this is literally going to afford me an easy job. Like, it's going to afford me dispensable cash. Like, it's pretty much a safety net. And I was like, and then he's like, and I don't want to go right out into the real fucking world immediately.
Yeah.
And
I tell niggas all the time, it's the easiest thing that you could ever do, and that's what sucks. Like, you can fucking, like, I was the most militant anti-fucking establishment nigga of all fucking time. I was unprecedented. But I was like, once this nigga like went to college and like I talked to my mom, but she was like, I can't afford
trash, bro. My college
I was like, fuck, you can't afford this? What? Shit, so what do I got to do?
I don't have a scholarship. Fuck.
I took the ASVAB, and the ASVAB was one of the easiest standardized tests that I've ever done in my fucking life. Walked away with a decent score, and was like, you know what? I could probably do this. And that's the crazy thing. Military and welfare, almost the same thing. Almost the same thing. Bro. You know what I mean? The only difference is you get a social status with this one.
That was like my thing that I hated. Like, you know, I'm just like you. Like, I was listening to System of a Down, Rage Against the Machine. I was like, man, fuck the military. Fuck blah, blah. But,
I needed the money.
I was gonna fucking say. But it's like, the easiest thing. You said something about it being the. Because I heard what they used to say. You know, they're like, fucking soldiers used to like do awful things to people, and then when you come home, you get the whole Thank you for your son. I was like, he killed a child.
Yeah, right. No, that nigga's a murderer.
That's a murderer.
He's a rapist. He's a piece of shit.
On a different continent, he's a monster.
Well, even on this continent, because he raped a fellow soldier. Whatever.
That shit, like, yo, what the fuck is going on?
But there's a lot of shit, and one thing that I want to do, like, in the future is like, you gotta platform these guys, because, like, not only am I the only nigga, like, I'm not the only nigga that, like, dealt with the shit that I had to deal with. There's a ton of other military people who don't want to fucking be here. But because they're fucking poor, they come from a fucking poor fucking household.
They're like, "Hey, look, it's hard to say. It's hard to say.
You're going to Japan,
yeah, right? Check, like, hey, bro, we can get you to Japan in 3 months.
That's like this nigga being in the military has afforded me multiple evictions. Has afforded me.
It's just like
has afforded my family and parents and people like.
It is so fucking. It's not easy. I'm not gonna say it's easy, but like, if you're black and you dealt with a strict ass fucking parent, it's not that bad.
It could be worse.
It could always be worse.
She could be used to have this on. I was like, you know what? I can be homeless.
Right.
I think I'll be fine.
You can be homeless in this bitch and be fine, but it's just like, at the end of the day, it's like, this is an option for so many fucking young niggas.
But that's
like, I don't want it to be an option for so many young niggas.
But that's like, the crazy thing, right? When we couple like these like crazy experiences we go through when we're younger, when you're dealing with this type of stuff, any option, right, that affords us like
a chance to get the
fuck out with not as much, like with the commitment being very little, like you're not actually having to commit a whole lot. If you know how to fucking work the system, you're not probably gonna have to see a war. You might not have to fucking do that. If I gotta go to war, I'm not going to war. I'm telling you, nigga.
All right. This
I'm not going. I'm telling you, I am a conscientious objector. Tell me to shoot. Tell me to shoot if you want to.
Whatever option that is, whether that is rapping and taking a fucking hella contract, like taking a fucking early ass deal, shitty contract with it, and you're getting an advance for a fuck ton of money, right? Yeah. Or whether that's fucking going to the NBA, the NFL, and like risking contusions, like combustions, all sorts of bullshit. Like put your body out there, pay with your body, right? Or you sing and dance, you make content. These are avenues. Anybody that showed you an avenue on the way out, right? You're going to fucking do what you got to do to fucking ride that way. Like that's just it. And these are all like, you give niggas 5-6 options. Like, nigga, you can be funny, you can be entertaining, you can be.
And that's why I'll never fault a nigga for doing anything that they fucking do, because it's like at the end of the day, you're just trying to make the best with the options that you fucking have.
Yeah,
I feel that sometimes because like I'm also the same way. It's like, listen, bro. Niggas gotta eat. I get it.
Niggas do gotta eat.
But I also can't have that idea because I'm also like, but
niggas
gotta have integrity.
Yeah, because like humans are stupid. They will hear what you say and run with it. Like ever. Like they will raise their kids on your joke.
Your shit.
It's the craziest thing. Like that's why I'm like, I can't.
There's over 1,000 people, right, that could have access to your thoughts and opinions at any moment right now. Right now at this moment, any of your thoughts and opinions are easily accessible by 1,000 people because you have well over 1,000 followers. So like these thoughts go out to at least 1,000 people on a reg. And so it's just like, we out here.
And that's so much fucking pressure to have to be like, okay, I have to be the thought leader for so many niggas, but it's also like, stop relying on me to be the fucking thought leader.
People share fucking videos to me. I'm like, I don't know what to say. What do you want from me? One person, I don't think they wanted me to, but I think they suggested it. This was like one of the topics I was like, I'm not going to touch. I don't know anything. It was
not worth it.
What was it? Free Palestine. They wanted me to talk about that. I was like,
as a nigga in America, I am not the nigga to ask about Palestine.
I've never seen Palestine.
Right.
And it wasn't like I had a bad take. It was just like, bro, I don't know, because like I can say something after like as much research and fuck up. You want me to talk about free
Palestine?
I risk my black card every day.
Yeah, I'm about to say
you want me to risk my life?
No, I have
Palestine.
I have a homeboy right now that's like, he's Israeli, right? And he really broke it down, like how this shit works. Is like, no, it's in our culture to not fuck with them. So there's nothing that you can say to me that's gonna make me not fucking.
That's gonna make me fuck with them.
Right? It's like, oh, I
like at the end of the day, it's like, listen, whoever is the rebel, whoever is the good guys, that's what I'm with. Right. That's what it is. But like, the niggas on the I really don't feel comfortable talking about free Palestine like that. Right. I feel like I would say something really stupid, really fast. Like,
and it wouldn't take anything for me to do it. And then, like, if you have the right amount of following, it's just like, oh yeah, he's got 24,000. He knows what the fuck he's talking about.
This nigga right here.
I don't.
And that's also what do you call it? Stigma. Like people think that okay, cool. Great. I'm a well-spoken token as well. Got it. Understood.
He fucking gets it. He fucking gets it.
That's the joke.
He fucking gets it. It's like, no, I'm not the representative for anything.
Not at all.
It's like, bro, like, what do you like? Oh, well, you have 24K followers.
Yeah.
No, but they like my dick jokes.
This is not real.
I need you to understand.
This is not
10. I got 10,000 of them from a ranger.
Right. I smacked one video out the park and these niggas showed up. I'm not the representative for anything.
Whoever stayed, whoever left.
Yeah. Yo, and that's what's wild about it is like there's 24,000. This is not a mob of individuals. This is not an army of niggas that I could just immediately mobilize.
Avengers! Like I can't do that.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
All right, guys, shut them down.
Exactly. Right, you can't just mobilize niggas like that.
Right. I can't give you a good take on any of this shit. You know what I mean?
At a million, you do not have riot power. Like you just don't. Because
I'm not like an idiot. You know, I'm not gonna be like a stupid YouTuber. Like I understand. Super opinionated. I know a lot. I'm like that guy from Adventure Time. I know a lot about a little bit of things. Like, right. You know? Like
indeed.
I get it. I fucking get it. But it's like
that's how it is.
That's why I'm trying to push that. Also, that mindset on my page is like, it's okay to be respectfully stupid. Right. I don't know what's going on. Like that's the point. Because you're not gonna know everything. It's not gonna happen. It's not.
Give me a sec. I gotta.
But so many people don't value what it means to like. I don't know this, but you know, what I mean, whatever.
Because of debate culture.
That's my fucking! This nigga got here organically. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Yes,
I've been here. That's what I hate debates.
Debate culture.
You trying to support your brothers? You're like, yeah, take down that white person. But then you hear how they're doing it. You're like, you're not really reaching out. You're just like, you're stupid. You're stupid.
Right.
Like, okay,
and you're doing whatever because what people don't realize is like debating is an art form. So like the more that you know about how to do it. It doesn't matter what your point is. If you approach it the fucking right way, you can shut a motherfucker down without ever addressing your actual point. So nobody learns anything.
No, or it's like, or you do have your facts, you do have everything.
Yeah.
But you're a dick.
Yeah. And so now it doesn't matter what you say. You're a dick.
And it's not like I'm I get it. We're as somebody, as the how am I saying this? The well-spoken token. That's have my conversation.
Now the fact that you said it twice is like, yeah, this nigga gets why it's called this.
Like I totally fucking fuck, what was I gonna say? Like I understand like why you would want me to fucking say stuff, but it's like, I was gonna fucking my train of thought went out the window.
Right, no, I don't want to be the representative for this idea because I don't necessarily represent this idea. Like I've thought about it, I've said it out loud, but that's not how I.
But to go back to like debates, it's like it's not even like you're a dick. It's just like, that's what I was gonna say. I don't want to police emotions. I get it, as a well-spoken token dude, and I always fucking said, dude, like this. I've done it. It's draining. I never have like. I've reached a point that it has mentally taken a toll.
Right. I can't be the nigga that fucking moderates you guys between.
I can't be him. I'm not him.
I'm not him. I'm not him. And that's what I was telling somebody that we did an episode with very recently. Like, this whole like I'm him, this whatever. It's like that's not me. And if you say that you're him, you are taking on a responsibility that nobody is prepared to fucking take.
I want to the point of my content not only to create, but I want to have like-minded individuals.
Right.
But I know I can have.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna be hard because there's certain topics in certain ways. I would say, let's go dark. We should
go as dark as you want to.
We should wait for LJ, but let's go dark. We talk about how why are we so okay? Or how do we? Okay, I can take this. I can bring this up with something that happened kind of recently. Do you know some black TikTok creators, even animators? Do you know some?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know this one dude named King Von?
King Von?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. He's a YouTube and a fucking he's across the board.
Exactly. Do you know the shit that he went through recently?
No. What the fuck? Wait.
So let me prepare myself.
We know King Von because we just talked about him in the episode that went out today. We talked about King Von, right?
In a great light.
And we recorded that episode 3 weeks ago. But okay.
I think when all this happened, I think it was a month ago, but it kind of because a lot of shit happens on the internet.
But and once again, when we talked about King Von and the other people involved, it was just hey, this is a much darker fucking thing than people realize. But
okay. So I was going to talk about when he was on Twitter. And he released all that shit when he was this is how I feel. But it's basically the lifestyle that you mentioned before with Jamaicans and how they fucking hate the gays.
Right.
A lot.
King Von came out and was me and the gays, not it. Oh,
it ain't it.
Fuck. King Von,
he said it. Yeah, he was I'm cisgender. He said, I don't believe in that shit. But his hatred, if you want to call it that, it's completely different because his sounded so cultural. You know, you have the idiots that the gay shit, blah, blah. You have that shit.
There's some people who hate the gays, and there's some people who are I was know raised anything but to hate the gays.
Exactly, and that's what was going off about him. But he brings up, I forgot how I was going to bring up this topic, but he brings up the topic of why is it okay for this nation to believe in this? There are people let's take the abuse that happens in I believe Muslim country or in the East.
Right.
Okay.
Of course it's not everyone believes that, obviously. Some people it's an interpretation they do with all religion.
Right.
But a lot of men in that Muslim country believe that's okay. And there's also a lot of women that believe that that's okay.
That's fine.
So
and that's just your cultural belief.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Culturally believe.
That's the status quo.
No matter what the fuck I tell you.
Those are the kind of questions that TikTok fandom ain't ready for.
Right.
I would get canceled.
So did TikTok fucking turn their back on fucking King Von because of that shit? Or
Black TikTok fucked him up.
Shit.
Yeah. LJ, did you hear about King Von?
Are we talking about
probably King Vader?
Hold on. Are we talking about King Von or King Vader?
King Vader? It's King Vader because King Von is dead.
Von's been dead.
Sorry.
No. But
King Vader. We talking about young nigga that makes the anime videos, things to that degree. Yeah. He was just at DreamCon. Hold on, what you
did?
Yeah, he was at DreamCon, but I mean, like with everything that I was telling people, right? Because we talked to a lot of black nerd creators.
Mm-hmm.
A lot is a strong word, but we talked to black nerd creators, and it's just hey, at the end of the day, a lot of these niggas are still niggas. They're still black people who have culturally grown up the way that they have. So especially when you got these dudes who grew up in the Caribbean, where it's just this is just culturally where you're at. You're never going to win them to your side, but there's still a gay, trans culture there.
I'm so proud of that. That's weird to me. But that's
so weird.
Wow. Holy shit, good job.
They thrive regardless. So
yeah, they're fuck you. That's what I mean.
All right, cool. Fuck you, mother. I know this one dude, he's gay as shit, and we served together, right? But he's gay as shit. He don't give a fuck. He'll fight anybody. And I tell people all the time, niggas you don't ever want to fight is gay men from the South and fucking
Yo,
because like anybody
that had to fight for just their ability to just kind of be around,
exist.
Like,
oh yeah, you don't want to fuck.
You don't want no scraps.
So now imagine a gay Jamaican.
Yes.
A gay Jamaican dude. I know two gay Jamaican dudes, and they run shit.
Yes,
they fucking run shit.
Why do you think that?
I might be gay, but I'm also Jamaican.
Right?
Like, the prison system is how it is.
I'm a Caribbean gay, bro. You don't want to fuck with me.
But that's like, the king of gays. All right.
Because it's like at the end of the day, like I've had to fight for this title. I've had to fight for me to exist, and it's like, bro, it's not fucking fair. But like, imagine a dude who's like, he knows it's not fair, and he doesn't give a fuck.
Not at all.
Like, now, like,
whatever.
That's just a black gay. But imagine a dude that's gay, doesn't give a fuck, and lives in a world that everyone wants him dead.
You're right.
Now, that person's in prison.
That guy right there, you want no parts of, because
you want no fucking parts of that.
The value of human life is different for him.
You know what that means? We need more gay Jamaicans in America.
Yeah.
White people be scared of them.
Over time, we're going to get there, because it's like there's certain subsects of like black culture that so many people don't understand. That it's like by the time it gets to the mainstream, it's gonna be fucking too late.
It's too late for y'all, because like, remember when hip hop was a joke? Hip hop was a joke,
right? And now we got white girls, like 60-year-old white girls knowing lyrics that I don't even fucking know.
Right?
I'm like,
heard of that shit. What the
never in my life. But that's the thing. Chuck Berry wasn't bullshitting. BB wasn't bullshitting. When that Red Velvet line came up, y'all niggas integrated this.
I was over here fucking memorizing Nickelback lyrics. This girl over here memorizing.
She was doing her shit.
She was giving you all
because she had to.
Did you know that the NAACP knocked on my door and said, "You want the thin ice? They want to take my black. They want to take my black card.
Get you out because." Hey, that's too many 3 Days Grace albums. You can have.
We do love a good 3 Days Grace album.
That's not a thing, man.
What do you mean Transit to Venus? That was damn near when Adam was gone.
That's crazy. But that goes more into like how blackness as a whole is a spectrum, and that's like the whole premise of the show. Like, hey, bro, everything that we do is a fucking spectrum. Like, no matter whatever white shit that we're into, I'm still a nigga. No matter what, I'm still a nigga.
I had a college roommate that didn't get it, because like my friend, he's this big Egyptian dude that's into like WoW and all that other shit. But at the end of the day, we were raised in the hood. Like, we had to fight. And one day I had him in my dorm. We just like sitting there. They say like we're showing our ass, but it's like, no, I'm telling you what's going to fucking happen.
Right. I'm telling you for your benefit, so it doesn't ever have to get to this point.
If a black person says, if I walk in, that's like a contract. If they start off with like an action, like if I walk in and my PS2 is broken, you say you did it. I'm gonna fuck you up.
I'm fucking you up on
reserve the right
principle. I'm reserving that shit.
And this isn't like White Tyler. Like, I'm gonna call my name. Like, no.
I can like you.
I know that you snuck a couple episodes of Dave Chappelle, so I hope that you saw Mad.
You understand? Yeah,
I
watched that Blue Ducks episode.
We reserve the right to fuck you up.
You lucky we ain't fucked you up.
Exactly. We could have fucked you up. We could be fucking you up right now.
Yeah,
but we decided to come to you.
Fucked up, but it is what it is, and like, you know, it's part of the game, and that's one thing that I wish people like understood, like as like black content creators, is like, hey, no matter what the fuck I say.
Yeah.
No matter what the fuck I do, I'm still a fucking nigga, and I will fuck you up.
Yeah.
And that's what's wild. We were looking at some of these comments. I was like, "Yo, some of these people have never been pressed before."
Oh yeah,
like when I take it out of the comment section, right? When I hit you straight to the DM,
because that's my MO. Because like one nigga came in, he tried to like talk some shit, and I was like, I'm not gonna let you fucking talk shit. Because so many people believe that criticism is fucking rhetorical, and criticism is not fucking rhetorical.
Absolutely not
If you fucking say some shit to me, you better be prepared to fucking back that shit up. I'm going to your DM and we're gonna talk with no audience.
With no audience, nigga.
Just straight hands. Just straight. Like I told people that shit. I'm like, all right. So to be fair, I got a little scared of like being doxxed because that shit is scary as fuck.
It is terrifying.
But I told people, like, listen, don't let this white voice fool you. Don't let these glasses fool you.
I will
show up to my fucking home. I'm going to fucking kill you. Like,
yeah, right.
I swear to God.
If you let me get the right information, it's over for you.
I'm like, yo, if you sneak in my house and you like fake scare me, like, you thought I was gonna kill you.
Because I'm actually going to kill you.
Yeah, I'm going to be on the YouTube now. Unfortunately for you, I don't have a I just have my bare hands. So
but I will, with no hesitation, choke you the fuck out.
It's going to be a long night. I don't call cops until you're unconscious. Like,
I'm black. I don't trust police.
So guess what? Like all my situations get handled with these.
Yeah, right.
I'm just telling you. I'm letting you know. But like,
whether I can fight or not is it's fucking redundant.
I was telling my fucking my roommate. No, I saw my friend. Like, yo, if somebody did this to me, I fucked them up. If somebody did this to me, I fucked them up.
Like
the next day, my white roommate says, "I heard you guys last night, like sitting there puffing your chest as if you got." I'm like, Ryan, you don't fucking know me, bro.
Yeah, right. You don't fucking get it.
Hey, listen, I know I got depression.
Right.
Paramore's my shit. I got it.
Right.
I'm from Jersey City.
It doesn't fucking matter. I'm killing you.
I'm like,
you don't believe in puffing your chest in the hood.
You don't. I was about to say, nut if you buck.
Right. Regardless, you're getting choked the fuck out at the very, very least.
And for those niggas that don't understand knuck if you buck, it is knuckle up if you want.
You know why? Yeah. You do know why black people love Dragon Ball Z? It's because of the fighting.
Right.
And
so
when Goku met his brother and realized like what this meant, he was like, oh, I'm going to kill him.
Why do niggas like Bruce Lee? Niggas like fighting.
We have an interest in no, we don't. We don't care.
We really don't.
Fuck them up.
It's understanding the cycle of violence and understanding. Like, no, Goku, he had no other choice. He did what he had to do.
When Bruce Lee entered the scene, you get insane. Like, oh man, I can't wait to see him do that kick. We said, you fucked up.
Yeah, right. Fucked up. They gonna kill that nigga.
Yo, I gotta fucking call it because goddamn it, I'll sit here and talk for hours and hours with this nigga. This nigga Jordy Joestar jumped on the pod and was like, "No, by the way, still a nigga out here, 24K or no."
Listen, just saying. Just saying.
I'll get this shit right.
Jordy want all the smoke. Jordy need all the shit. What I love about the fact that you like really popular on this TikTok situation is that when I ask this next question, you probably don't have like a big answer. Yo, what's the big next thing? Obviously, you try to look at YouTube, but what do we let people know about? What are people excited for coming up from Jordy?
Currently, just watch me on TikTok. I'm just trying to do my thing there. I'm trying to get out of this lazy habit and get things going. It's more like lazy, nervous, etc. So right now, just follow me on TikTok. Sit and wait for the next big thing. This is just an idea, but now that I said it, I probably have to do it.
Get it out there.
I always wanted to be on Hot Ones, and I'm like, I don't think that's ever going to happen because we don't know. But I'm like, fuck it. I can just buy the sauce.
What's crazy is after the mic cuts off, we're probably gonna ask you something crazy.
Yeah, I'm not lying to you. It's probably gonna be a pretty crazy situation. We didn't discuss it all in the pod. It's a very wild thing that just. But
there's one thing that was like, "Oh, he's a good nigga." All right, we
can probably we can make some things happen. It's like so, yeah.
But that will probably be if I'm thinking about hitting like 25K maybe.
Okay.
But I want to see how I can set it up. I'm just going to buy all the sauces, put them on the wings, and answer followers' questions.
Yeah.
And see what happens.
Smart. Are you going to do it on live or you just like...
Fuck live. Do whatever.
Live sucks. I think I might just do it on video.
Makes sense.
Do it on video.
Like add shit to it. It's gonna be
much better that way. Smart man.
There you go.
Yeah. So, by the way, that's Jordy Joestar. He's been fantastic. This has been a fucking. Oh my God, I can't even think of the adjective. I wish I had my thesaurus sitting next to me. This shit's been spectacular. This shit's been incredible. This shit's been scrumdiddlyumptious. I've had a fantastic time talking to you, Jordy. Bro, you got anything left for the people you want to say?
I got nothing,
closing
man.
arguments? Oh, cool. Well, then you know who the fuck it is. It's the Well Spoken Token. We got music coming for you. You know we like to support the motherfucking content creators out there in the world. I hope you enjoy that shit. It's the Well Spoken Token. And we out.
Time you've been on my mind, and I just wanna know if you wanna hit me back. I just wanna hit it from the back in that pink Cooper. Back at the bar and I'm still faded, still jaded, dumb drunk, dedicated to the mindset of being turned. Glenn Levitt Galaxy sipping scotches, I silver surf, inside's on fire but I'm never burnt. Gas me up but I'll never burn. I met Johnny Walker, red, black and blue, and I don't smoke so you can keep the perp. Rum and coke crimes have been committed, I'm probably the perp. Said some things that I can never take back, and every chick looking like a snack. Shorty by the ATM machine looking like A. Marie, black and Asian, body blazing, spicy Cajun. I'm saying there's so many things I'm going through, there's so much that I want to do, and my vision is nowhere near clear to me, and I know that tomorrow ain't guaranteed, so I'm trying to see what's up with tonight, and we only live once, so I figured I might. My name Nizz, I got my last name from mommy, I also go by Nizz, Sentine, Big Bobby, never wacky, young brown skin like Big Poppy, can't copy, superior, articulate and never sloppy. Want your attention, I'm not asking for much, and your body is a bonus if I'm welcome to touch. Look me in my eyes and said, you know what really be clutch? If I invite my homegirl, would you think that I'm nuts? I told her that I'm not judging, down the road like a Dutch, and if she joining or recording, either one is a must. She about to watch this rap nigga get all up in her guts. Rich vanilla butter pecan, chocolate deluxe, EVE swag, about to make her ride it rough. Pink Uber on my mind all the time, got me stuck. I wanna be down with you, come around and spend time with you. All I need is about an hour or two. Pink Uber on my mind when I see you. I know you wanna be down whenever I'm around. Get gorgeous for one round. I don't wanna waste time, you've been on my mind, and I just wanna know if you wanna hit me back. I just wanna hit it from the back in that pink Cooper. Oh, yeah. All the way from Jersey City, all the way to Motown. Yeah.